Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Thursday night postseason basketball here live on PPBC TV. I'm your play-by-play announcer, Jay Swick. To my right is my dear friend and partner in crime, Dylan Treble.
That's me.
We've got a great matchup here for you this evening. Regional tournament action, trying to get through the regional tournament onto area. And once you get through area, then you can make your way to the state tournament. But there's a lot of work to be done in between time. In the meantime, our feature game this evening is Chickasha against Douglass. You got the Chickasha girls against the Douglass Trojettes. And then, of course, the Chickasha boys against the Douglass Trojans here live from Douglass High School Gymnasium. The arena, the gymnasium, however you want to say it. It's going to be like the Coliseum before the night's over with, I can promise you that. We've got a special matchup tonight, and I'm very excited about it. Dylan Treble, how you feeling? You ready for some basketball tonight?
Not only am I ready for some basketball, I'm ready for some playoff basketball on the east side of Oklahoma City, home of the mighty Douglass Trojans and Trojettes. First, we got the Trojettes taking on their home court tonight against Chickasha Fighting Chicks.
That's right. That's
and
right.
I mean, I'm excited. I always love doing basketball, but the intensity level goes up a notch when playoffs are on the line, seeding's on the line, and elimination ultimately is on the line. So I'm ready to get this one going, partner.
Yeah, and because the Douglass Trojettes and as well the the Chickasha Fighting Chicks, thank you very much, neither teams have lost so far in this postseason. So this will make it very difficult for them to survive long-term in the postseason if you lose tonight. However, it's not a make-it-or-break-it type of night, meaning your season will still continue if you do lose tonight, but you lose one more after that, it's completely finished.
Exactly. Definitely do not want to go into the consolation losers bracket if you don't have to. So the easier said than done, but just win at the end of the day, at the end of the night. So I just can't wait to see what we're going to have happen here on the east side of Oklahoma City. There's just something different in the air when it's playoff time, especially for Douglass. The boys going for the three-peat, the girls going for the first state championship ever in Douglass history.
And that's a goal, and it's an achievable goal with the amount of talent on this team.
For sure.
I caught up with a couple of the Douglass Trojettes before the game just to get an understanding of what their thought process is going into tonight's game. My first interview was with Jaslyn Brown, the senior guard for the Douglass Trojans. Douglass Trojette, Jaslyn Brown, getting ready for the game. We're not far away from tip. How you feeling?
I'm feeling really great right now.
Talk about just the mindset going into this game. It's the postseason. Like, there's no room for error, and I'm not trying to add pressure on you, although you do put pressure on yourself, and you guys handle it pretty well. But just talk about the mindset. Is there an extra pep in your step in practice, knowing that, hey, this is the time to shine?
Mm-hmm. Take everything serious, one game at a time, and, even though not putting too much pressure, but even in games like this, we got to put more effort into the game,
What's the key to finding rhythm early in the game? I know you want to score, and you want to score a lot. How do you start?
Layups, and then mid-jumper, and then threes.
Okay. Now, when you're out there on the court, is there a moment that the light bulb comes on, or the switch gets flipped and it's just like go time?
Yeah.
Or is that something that you just slowly ease into as the game goes?
No, it's go time. Whenever I get off the bench, it's defense, and then we get to it.
Talk about your pregame routine. How do you get ready to play in games like this? Or is it a certain kind of music that you listen to? What's the pregame routine look like?
I listen to music before the game, like Drake, J. Cole, kind of those kind of music, and then I kind of just get in that mindset, like, okay, this is lock-in time, no talking, just game face.
Yeah, and I want to talk about that game face because you're smiling right in front of me and we're having a pleasant conversation, but when you get on the court, you look mad. You look angry.
I'm focused. Yes, I'm very focused. It's no playtime. It's no buddies. Just game.
Have you done much homework on Chickasha? How do you prepare? I don't want you to give me strategy, but what type of preparation do you do? Is it film? Is it obviously practice? What is it goes into preparing for a game like this?
Film first, and then we kind of get that film and write it down, and then we take it to practice, and then practice on the things that we need to work on, and yeah, that's really it for the game preparation.
What would a win here tonight mean for you and your team?
A lot. It's just one game at a time, like I said. This really means a lot. It's my last year, so I got to make the best of it.
I love it. Jaslyn Brown, senior, Douglass Trojet. Good luck in the game tonight.
Thank you.
All right. That was Jaslyn Brown, who I just feel like is a constant presence out there on the court. She brings a toughness that really improves the toughness around her teammates. What she does on the court is infectious with her team. They feed off of her energy, her grit, her desire to win games is tremendously high.
Yeah, no doubt about it, and it all starts from the top with Coach Woods. She feeds that mindset into these players, and the intensity is all around the team. It's not just one player, but Jazz Brown, like you said, when she puts her game face on, she's in a different mode, and it's nothing but go mode. And that also comes from her parents. We met her dad. Her dad's a very intense guy. You can tell he put that winner's mentality in her mind at an early age, and it shows on the court.
I also caught up with another Douglass Trojet senior, Markia Pratt. We discussed some things about this game here before. Here's a preview of our conversation.
All right, I'm here with Douglass Trojet senior guard Markia Pratt, preparing for the game tonight. We are right in the smack dab middle of the postseason. Every game gets more and more important, and I'm not trying to overblow the situation, but let's be honest, the standard is high here at Douglass. How you feeling going into the game tonight?
I'm feeling great. We're coming into the game prepared, and we're mentally locked in, so yeah.
Yeah, what do you think of Chickasha? How does that matchup kind of look in your eyes?
We're not coming, underestimating anybody.
Yeah.
We see what they do. They're pretty good, So we're just coming in, just locking in on what we need to do, and we're.
Yeah, I mean, listen, this is a big-time situation, but you've got to lock in as much as you can, but at the same time, not take it too high and then not get too low. How do you find that balance? Because when you're out on the court, you seem pretty calm out there, no matter the situation, even if the crowd is getting pretty hyped. I might be biting my fingernails over there, but you and your teammates just seem to be comfortable out on the court in any situation.
We just trust each other. We just go out there and trust each other,
Well, the trust shows. I think it translates into good basketball. Who else should we be looking at tonight? Which one of your teammates you feel like is going to have a good game?
I feel like Nakia Bird is going to have a good game.
Yeah. Nakia is the truth. She can hoop, that's for sure. Well, I look forward to talking with you more, especially after the game. And just out of curiosity, what would be the keys to winning tonight for you and your team?
Defense.
Well, you can certainly play that, and so can several of your teammates. All right, Markia Pratt, thanks for talking with me. Good luck in the game tonight.
All right, thank you.
Dylan, what do you like about Markia Pratt? She's just came on the scene and made her presence known, and she just seems to be super confident out there when she's playing.
Yep, she's calm, cool, and collective when she's on the court, does not panic or get rattled under pressure. I mean, she is just like a well-oiled machine. The whole team feeds off the same energy. The ball doesn't stop moving. And like she said, the key to the game for them in every game, I feel like, is their defense, and they take it very seriously.
Yeah, and they play high-level defense, fast-paced defense. And that's the great thing about this Douglass Trojet is they're pretty good on both sides of the floor. I caught up with senior Serenity Taylor and talked with her about the matchup tonight against Chickasha.
Okay, here with Douglass Trojet senior Serenity Taylor as we get ready for tonight's game. Big regional matchup against Chickasha. What's the mindset going into this game for you and your Douglass Trojets?
I would say the mindset is playing our game, doing the little things, and to win and advance.
What are the keys to victory here? I've gotten a couple different answers, but defense seems to be the common theme.
Yes, I would say defense, and then us playing as a team together, playing all on one accord and playing on the string.
Now, I have noticed you've really been comfortable from beyond the perimeter. You've been knocking down some serious shots, and once you make one, then it kind of opens it up for more. You just seem more comfortable as the game goes on. What would you say?
I would say it's just something that I would say I'm good at. Shooting, rebounding, and putbacks is my strong suit.
Now, when those three-pointers, is that something that's a focus? It's like, hey, we're going to try and be successful, or is that just, hey, I'm open, I'm going to shoot it?
It's more like a, hey, I'm open, I'm going to shoot it, but I know I feel like have the confidence that I feel I'm going to make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, and Coach Woods gives you a lot of freedom to kind of create this offense in your eyes, and if you will. I mean, you have so many different weapons, and it's just kind of, it's a different player every night, it feels like.
Yes, it is. We are a great team. We are a put-together team.
What is the key early on once the game gets underway? What's the focus?
Get stops and get buckets.
I like that. It's simple. Serenity Taylor, Sr., Douglas Trojette. Thanks for talking with us.
Thank you.
Perfect.
There we go. Sing it. Sing it. Golly, God bless America. That was a beautiful rendition of the national anthem. Thank you for tuning in to PPBC TV. We've been tuning into the pregame show and just been, producing it as best we can. I love to interview the players just to get their mindset, their understanding of what goes through their heads when they're out on the court and as they prepare for a matchup like this. It is postseason. You want to win and advance. If the Douglas Trojans can win tonight and beat Chickasha, they will play on Saturday at 6 o'clock. And they'll play the winner between McLeod and Purcell. I think at some point we will find the answer to who won that game tonight, and we will find out who the winner of this game plays on Saturday at 6 o'clock. Thoughts and opinions, Dylan, as we prepare. I mean, what's the focus here early on for the Douglas Trojettes? We do have Chickasha, and I really respect their head coach. I think he's a tremendous basketball mind, and he really does do a pretty good job of, putting his players in position, playing a style of basketball that does win games, and that's what's got them here to this point. But are they strong enough to match up with the number 2 ranked team in 4A, the Douglas Trojettes?
Only time will tell, my friend. I do have a starting lineup for Chickasha. Number 2, Addison Ferguson. Number 4, Kaylee Terry. Number 13, Mee Ginn. Number 34, Carly Ryans. And number 35, Ashlyn Smith.
Yeah, our broadcast for this Thursday night, sponsored by SSM Health at St. Anthony, Oklahoma City Community College, and Super Prep. We appreciate you supporting Oklahoma City Public School Athletics, as well as Love's Student of the Month, GQ Fashions, Fine Menswear, and OKC Sports Radio 105.3 FM. We've got the tip in, and it's tipped out with a foot. Out of bounds, it will be Chickasha basketball.
Jordan Anderson just couldn't corral the pass, and it bounces off of her foot out of bounds. But I think we got a turnover. Brianna Jones gets the steal and the right-handed layup. Quick start for the Trojettes.
And that's basically how she scored all of her points. Jordan Anderson with the steal. She's going to kick it to Brianna Jones in the corner for 3. Overshoots it. Offensive board. Fighting for the rebound. It's Anderson. Gets it to Jaslyn Brown. She kicks it back out, tries to kick it back out, eventually does. Goes left at the top of the key to Brianna Jones. Now to Burge, to Anderson to the right. She gets double teamed, fights through it, cross court to Brianna. Brianna's thought about, you can tell, thought about it, almost lose control, and Chickasha gets the ball. They get the steal. They're off on the left side, drives closer to the goal, puts up the shot, no good. Rebounded. Douglas. Trojettes, Justice Woods almost got stolen, kicks it to her teammate off the glass, rebounded Chickasha. Now the Fighting Chicks are off the floor, overthrows it, had an open athlete down low near the baseline. It went out of bounds. It'll be Douglas Trojet basketball.
Yeah, they had an outlet down the court, but they just could not connect on the pass. Overthrew her just a tad bit. So now it's Trojets basketball. Here's Brianna Jones, finds Nakia Burge, and it's deflected.
Gets the steal, or just, keeps possession. Brianna Jones, who's a track star on the left side. Justice Woods for three, no good. Fighting for a rebound, it's Chickasha. They lose control and regain it. Now they're on offense, pushing it up the floor. Need a screen, gonna hand it off to number 2, Addison Ferguson. Ferguson goes to the high post, tries to get it to her teammate. On the back door near the baseline, it goes out of bounds. It's going to remain Chickasha Fighting Chicks basketball.
Yep, off the hand of Jordan Anderson. Tried to go for the steal, so it will remain Chickasha basketball. They're thrown in for the baseline. It deflected out of bounds again by Douglas. That time it was Markia Pratt with the deflection. Still the Chicks basketball. See if they can get any offense going. 2-0 your score, Trojets on top.
Yeah, they're not even guarding the inbound passer. Tried to get it to, from looks of it, Carly Ryan's down low. Goes out of bounds. Did Markia Pratt knock that out?
Once again, second time in a row, Markia Pratt with the deflection.
Well, she said there was going to be a heavy emphasis on defense. And there's Brianna. Gets the steal from the jump, and she's going to take it coast to coast off the glass. Can't get it to go. Tipped it to Nakia Burge. Puts up the jumper. It's good. Douglas Trojets up 4-0 to start this game.
Great offensive rebound leads to Nakia Burge on the elbow.
Chickasha gets down court but can't fight through the double team. Her teammate was there but almost got a steal. They're going to call a reach-in foul on the Douglas Trojets, for my understanding here.
Yep, quick foul on the Trojets. The score is now 4-0. Trojets on top, 5:56 left in the first quarter of basketball. Here's the Chicks from their own baseline.
Tried to get it into the paint, and what a block by Markia Pratt. She gets the steal, goes left, fires it to Brianna Jones on the left side, heavily defended by Chickasha. Goes right to Justice Woods, wide open for three, no good. Fighting for the board, it's Chickasha who comes up with it. Now they're going to move it. Stolen again by Brianna Jones on the right side. She's pushing it up the floor. Finds Justice Woods, who finds a wide open Nakia Burge with the left hand. Easy bucket for the Trojets. Go up 6-0.
How about the court vision by Justice Woods to see Nakia Burge wide open on the other side.
Chickasha doing a decent job here, getting down court, trying to weave their way through this press defense. It's not easy to do, and they haven't been perfect. Douglas Trojets have created some turnovers that have led to points here early on. But Chickasha is trying to utilize their athleticism and have to move a little bit more. They get the ball down low, turnaround jumper, no good. Rebounded Brianna Jones. Now she turns around, fires it to Markia Pratt right there on the wing. Pratt dives, gets closer, puts up the jumper, gets her own rebound, puts up the shot, and the bucket and the foul.
That's just pure wanting it. Markia Pratt misses the initial shot, gets her own rebound, and then goes up through the contact. The basket is good, and one free throw for Pratt.
She's having a really good night offensively and defensively. We're already just 3 minutes into this game.
Yep, first free
and
throw is good for Pratt.
Making plays quite a few times early on in this first quarter. Trojets up 9-0, 4:50 left in the first quarter. Chickasha finds the open player. Bad pass goes out of bounds. Frustration is set in. I'm trying to see who that was because it's purple jerseys, black numbers, and from our bird's eye perspective, it's hard to spot
really
what
tough.
that exact number is. And it could be I'm just getting old.
No, you're not. It's difficult to see the numbers, but it was 35, Ashlyn Smith, who threw the ball out of bounds, just could not connect with her teammate, number 10, Benoit.
I think it's an execution issue right now for Chickasha. I think the plays that Coach Johnson is drawing up, they're getting open. They're just not able to complete those passes and get those shots off. That was a missed opportunity there.
For
it
sure.
It will be Douglas basketball, and you give Douglas too many opportunities, they're going to make you pay.
Yeah, they have early on. Here's Brianna Jones.
Brings it up the court, goes right to Justice Woods. Justice tried to throw it to Bird. She overran the pass. Chickasha gets the ball back. They're trying to score in transition. 3-point shot, no good off the rim. Fighting for the rebound, Chickasha gets the offensive board. Number 24, Sydney Burschke. Now she goes right, stolen by Nakia Burge. 1-on-2, she said, doesn't matter. Misses the layup. It is recovered by Chickasha. So I guess it did matter. Here comes the fighting Chicks, and they're fighting right now. They are down 9-0, but they're giving supreme effort. Brianna Jones just in her face, trying to create a turnover. Burge right there with her. Number 35.
Stolen
Ashlyn
by
Smith.
Nakia Burge.
Here's Burge. She's off to the races. Can she get it in this time? Yes, she can. Right off the right side in the square through the hoop. It's 11-0 Douglas Trojans. Off to a hot start.
Hot start indeed. Nakia Burge doing it on both ends. Defense to offense in transition, finishing through the Chicks.
Yeah, they stolen again, almost stolen again. It's stolen back by Chickasha, and they pull up.
Offensive foul on Chickasha.
And look at Jordan Anderson. She's going to play collegiate basketball at OBU, taking charges for her team, getting the ball back for the offense, giving them another opportunity to add more points to the scoreboard. Love the hustle from Jordan Anderson. She gets the inbounds pass. Now she's bringing it up the floor, and they're going to trap her at half court. Gets it to high post to Brown.
Good pass.
Down low and well blocked. Chickasha came out of nowhere and blocked Nakia Burge's shot and gets the ball back for the Fighting Chicks, so they'll have an opportunity here to cut the deficit a little bit. Justice Woods right in front of her face, and an on-ball defender almost slips. Get it to the high post, mid-range jump shot, no good. Rebounded Jaslyn Brown of the Douglas Trojans. Justice Woods throws down court to Jordan on the wing. Jordan kind of directing traffic. Now she's going to back up. Get the high post to Burge, who immediately gets it down low to Jaslyn Brown, who puts up the shot and scores.
That is called weight room. Jaslyn Brown probably fouled a little bit. The referee didn't call it, but tough bucket for her to start her first quarter of play.
Jaslyn Brown's a tough basketball player. Chickasha with the basketball. They almost found.
Collision from Jazz Brown and Jordan Anderson, both going for the ball. Deflected out of bounds by Jazz Brown.
That was Mia again. They were trying to find Mia down low. They had an idea, but Nakia Burge saw it all the way, knocked it out of bounds. This Douglas Trojan defense is just persistent.
Relentless as well. All over the court early on.
Inbound pass to me again. Again, trying to get through that screen. And, boy, Nakia Burge is right there to steal it. She's going to take it all the way. Pauses, puts up the shot, no good. But guess what? Justice Woods is there. Said, give me a broom, I'll clean it up. Gets the easy 2 points. Douglas Trojans up 15-0 with 2 minutes and 10 seconds left.
Justice Woods found that
first
loose
quarter.
change on the court and put it up for an easy 2.
Chickasha pushes it up on the right side. Great screen, but it may have been an illegal screen. No, it was not an illegal screen. They're going to call a foul on Jaslyn Brown.
Yeah,
You agree
very
with
aggressive
that?
defense. I mean, it's a tough call. I could see there was some contact for sure.
That was a hockey body check right there. No pads, no helmets, no nothing. This is girls basketball in the state of Oklahoma. Welcome. Here's Justice Woods, who's guarding Addison Ferguson. They move it over to the right side to Ginn. Ginn's going to back down, puts up the jump shot, no good. Rebounded. Brianna Jones, and it went off her foot and goes out of bounds. Chickasha will get the ball back.
Yep, got a little too excited trying to take off on a fast break and dribbled it off her own foot, so it does stay with the Fighting Chicks.
Minute 46 left in the first quarter. It's been all Douglas Trojan basketball. They've looked strong. They've played strong. And so far, they haven't allowed.
That's a 5-second call.
The timer is up. There was nobody to throw to. And that's a testament to this Trojan defense, who's just manning up. And you've got every basketball player covered, and there was nobody to throw the ball to. So they get the ball back, and Jordan Anderson goes to Bree. Bree on the left side to Woods, down low to Jaslyn Brown. Great ball movement. Brianna Jones for 3, no good. And guess who's there with the putback? It's Nakia Burge, offensive board. offensive score.
Yep, Nakia Burge, great at getting those garbage points off of offensive rebounds. She's done this year after year, time after time.
All right, here comes Addison Ferguson, gets it to the high post, or tried to, and it's stolen by Nakia Burge. She fires it down the court for Brianna Jones, who gets the easy bucket in transition. You're playing their tempo right now.
There's not many teams in the state that can play Douglas Trojets tempo, and it's showing early on in this game. It's
And
19 to
Brianna's
0.
just playing relentless defense, and they're going to call an offensive, not a foul, but was it a double dribble or a carry?
Yeah, double dribble on number 2. Addison Ferguson didn't know what to do with that defense by Bree Jones.
Yeah, Brianna's just all over. She's just all over. 51 seconds left in the first quarter. Justice Woods, the freshman, is going to inbound it to senior Brianna Jones. Bree goes to Justice on the right side. Justice getting double teamed, finds high post to Burge. Burge drives to get out of my way. I'm taking it to the bucket.
Oh, my gosh.
She gets fouled in the process and gets the shot to go. Thank you.
That was just great basketball to watch by Nakia Burge. Originally gets the defender with the pump fake in the air, drives past her. Then the jump stop to get the other defender over her. Fights through the contact. Bucket's good. 1 free throw for Nakia Burge.
Here's Burge. Knocks down the free throw with ease. Is it 23 or 22 nothing? I think it's 23.
Yep, still 0 on the board
Right,
for
maybe
Chickasha.
I missed it. Okay, Chickasha, left side, drives. Ginn puts up the shot, no good. Justice Woods rebound, fires it down the court, and quickly gets it to Dariana Gates, who puts up the shot, and she gets fouled. That's something we've started to see with Dariana progress throughout the season. She's getting more comfortable around the rim.
Absolutely.
She's developing some post move that she's really, really liking, and you're starting to see her, do it in games and draw those fouls, get to the free throw line. And she's been an improvement this year. We're really proud of Dariana Gates and just her development this season.
Yep, a lot of talent for Dariana Gates.
Please don't jinx her. Thank God.
Did not that time. She knocks
I
down
am
both
just-
free throws.
Yeah, anytime I brag on players at free throws,
It
usually
happens.
ends in misses. So
You see it at all levels
I
of
caught
basketball. It's not
myself.
just us.
It was too late, but it didn't bite this time. Okay. So Chickasha trying to get it down low. It's trying to find Ashlyn Smith down there.
Yep,
I
Carly
like
Ryans.
Ashlyn Smith's game as a Chickasha player. I think she's strong, and I think she's just kind of flustered right now because she's finally got a matchup, where they can, you have a formidable foe. Here's Jordan. What a fire of a pass. Great ball movement to Woods. No good, but Jaslyn Brown gets the rebound, puts it up. No good. I don't know if Dariana got the shot off. It didn't feel like to me she did, but the crowd is
They're
reacting.
going to give it to her.
Okay,
Last
I could have been
second
wrong. I could have been wrong.
bucket by Dariana Gates. The putback bucket right before the buzzer goes off at the end of the first quarter. Douglas Trojets up 26-0.
Wow.
Yeah, wow is right, my friend.
Yeah, that's insane. Again, our title sponsor for our broadcast here on this Thursday night, SSM Health at St. Anthony, Oklahoma City Community College, and Super Prep. 26-0 start for the Douglas Trojets. Are you surprised by this at all? I am a little.
I'm
26-0. That's hard to predict
Yeah,
for
yeah.
anybody. We're in the regional tournament here.
I'm not surprised that Douglas has 26 points. What I'm surprised by is that the Fighting Chicks haven't scored a point in one quarter of basketball in the first round of regional playoffs. They haven't scored a bucket. So that's just huge credit to the defense of the Trojets.
Yeah.
Lockdown defense, in your face, suffocating defense, all the above. It's like they take it very seriously. That's Coach Wood's game is, hey, we got to play good defense, and we can win behind that.
All right, Carly Rides is going to inbound it for Chickasha, right to number 15, Brinley Alexander. Hands it right back to the point guard. High post almost stolen by Dariana Gates. Now they get it down low to Ashlyn Smith. Puts up the shot, no good. And Jaslyn Brown is there, had to work for that rebound, but got it. Fired it to Jordan Anderson, who finds a wide open Brianna Jones right under the bucket on a cutter. caught it, scored.
Yeah, this great transition basketball, great execution. Jordan Anderson to Brianna Jones. We've seen that.
Look at Nakaya Burge just D'ing up Ashlyn Smith. Douglass gets the steal. Trying to find Jaslyn Brown on the block. It was knocked out of bounds by Chickasha.
Yep, out of bounds by number 4, Kaylee Terry. The junior for the Fighting Chicks stays with the Trojets. Dariana Gates to throw it in.
3-point shot by Bree Jones. Let it go.
Let it fly
Let it go.
from the wing. That's Brianna Jones. Her first three-pointer on the night. It's 31-0 Trojets.
All Trojet basketball here tonight.
And here it is
steal.
again.
We got Jaslyn Brown.
Not only do we have Jaslyn Brown, we got the athletic director for the mighty Trojans of Douglass, our boy Carlos, the legend himself.
Carlos, got to get his mic situated there. There we go. Carlos Woodward, athletic director at Douglass. You know, you've got to be proud of this basketball program, proud of out of bounds, proud of what Coach Letitia Woods has done with this squad. My goodness.
Yes. I recall 2 years ago, you all put me on the mic for the first time. And when I got off the air, I told you we were going to make some changes.
You did.
And you want to see a different product. And
Here's
this
Anderson.
is the culmination of what that looks like.
Let's get another bucket here by Brianna Jones on a transition. That's all she's been doing is just steals, scores every time. It just feels like that. And pretty impressed with Brianna Jones her senior year, and she's yet to announce where she's going to go play college. But, wow, this defense is just really stifling. There's a shot by Chickasha. They get fouled. We'll go to the free throw line. That's number 34, Carly Ryan's a sophomore for Chickasha. But, yeah, I mean, I look at the banners, Carlos.
Yes.
And there's a lot of state championships up there, but there's not one under girls basketball. There's never been a title won at this school for a girls basketball team. What would a title this year mean to this program?
So let me tell you, I was here. I'm a proud Douglass alum. I was here for the last girls team that made it to the state championship.
Wow. What year was that?
That was in 1992.
Okay.
And so they were headlined by Rita Banks and Lenora Love. And when I took this position, that was at the top of my list to bring a championship to my alma mater, a girls championship. And I don't know what's in the cards or anything like that, but I can tell you that I'm proud of what we see on the floor and how they've grown since I've been here. And you can feel the energy around this team. Right. And Coach Woods is just phenomenal, and those girls really take after her.
Yeah, Chickasha trying to get a jump shot there at mid-range. No good. They have not scored yet in this game. It's 5.5 left in the second quarter. It's 33-0 Trojets. And Chickasha still playing hard, got the steal. Do they get their first bucket of the game? No. Markia Pratt with the rebound. Now fires it to Serenity Taylor on the left side. We did an interview with Serenity earlier, and she's gotten so much more comfortable on the mic, kind of like you, Carlos.
Well, I've listened to the interviews that you do with these young ladies and our young men, and you all do such a great job of really making them feel comfortable. And even myself, I'm not trying to be on the mic, but coming up here talking to you guys, it's always fun for me. And to talk about my team, I tell you, any chance I get, I want to try to promote our young men and women who play here for Douglass High School.
Yeah, well, you've represented the school well, and so many others have as well. So we saw you coming up here. We had to put a mic on you and just check in. And
I had to come say hello,
thoughts,
guys.
real quick, before we go, thoughts on the boys' game this evening. What do you think? What do you think about this boys' team?
That's one of the questions I get asked most often by our alumni. What is the other team like? And I'm like, hey, I'm the AD. I'm not the coach. But I can tell you the product we put on the floor, anybody we play, they better bring it because we're going to bring it. We're going to match their energy or exceed it. And it's going to be a tough task for anybody with this squad.
Douglass Athletic Director Carlos Woodward, thank you very much.
Appreciate the hospitality always, my friend. It's always real.
All right. We got a timeout.
and we'll get the rest of this quarter underway. But, yeah, it's been a dominating evening, dominating start. And that's been a question that I've had for Coach Woods and a lot of these players. What's the key to finding rhythm early? How do you get off to the hot start? Well, we see. We see what they're doing.
It's been a red hot start for the Trojans.
And all they had to say, and they're too humble to say it, but all they had to say was, well, just go and watch. Just watch what we do, Swick. Watch what we do. You'll see. And they're up 35-0 with 4 minutes and 40 seconds left in the second quarter. Chickasha struggling to get a bucket right now. And they're still just trying to fight through this defense. Justice Woods is all over her, and that's going to be the 5-second count. It's Douglass Trojan basketball, and the freshman Justice Woods playing high-level basketball.
Yeah,
high-level defense.
High-level defense. Nowhere to go for Kaylee Terry of Chickasha, so it's a turnover, and here come the Trojets up 35-0. Here's Jordan Anderson, blocked by Ashlyn Smith.
Kicks it to Jaslyn Brown. He says, move out of the way. Gets it to Justice Woods as we're going to restart this set. She gets up and downhill, kicks it to the corner. Three-point shot by Anderson, no good. Chickasha comes up with the defensive rebound. Now they're off to the races. And Douglass gets back out on defense. Jordan Anderson is just right there in front of Megan Ginn. And they're moving left and right. She needs help. And you got Kaylee Terry, who came in the game, has the ball. And then number 11, Zoe Van Ness. Now it's Channing Haywood. Haywood just getting moved back by Serenity Taylor. And stolen by Jaslyn Brown, or almost stolen, knocked out of bounds by Jaslyn Brown, and she's going to take a little bit of a breather here.
Somebody is. We know Dariana Gates is coming in the basketball game. Looks like Jordan Anderson's going to take a much-deserved breather for the Trojets.
Yeah, and we've got Promise Craig in the game as well for the Douglass Trojets. Chickasha on the top side. Kaylee Terry with the basketball, goes right. It's defended right there on the wing by Promise Craig, who's fresh, and then puts up the shot by Chickasha. Craig's going to get called for the foul, and Chickasha may get their first points on the night.
Yeah,
off
this
some free
is
throws.
their best opportunity thus far. It's number 11, Zoe Van Ness at the stripe for Chickasha. We'll see if she can get these to go and wipe off that 0 on the scoreboard. There it is.
Knocked it down.
First point of the game for the Fighting Chicks. 3:18.
And fight they do. I know the score really doesn't look good right now, but it's not from a lack of effort here. Again, I have a lot of respect for Coach Jace Johnson. I think he's a great man, and he teaches the game the right way. He's just kind of up against a bad matchup right now. And I don't know if there's anybody that matches up with this Douglass Trojet team in 4A this year. Here's Justice Woods. Long two, no good. Jaslyn Brown, offensive board, gets the putback blocked and taken away by Chickasha. Ashlyn Smith is going to bring it up the floor, goes right, dishes to her teammate, and that pivot foot.
She drug it. She drug her
slid.
pivot foot, tried to stop, but the foot slid. That's number 14, Brianna Patel, with the travel call. So here come the Trojets once again. Justice Woods to bring it up this time.
Yeah, from Serenity Taylor. Here's Dariana. She's moving about. Lost control, stolen by Chickasha. Just lost control of the basketball, picked up by the Fighting Chicks. And here's Megan, and puts up the shot, rebounded Dariana Gates, and she's going to bring it all the way. Can she go coast to coast? Yes, she can. Ladies and gentlemen, what a play by Dariana Gates.
Coast to coast like butter and toast, and ends it off with the Euro. Dariana Gates, special player.
Here we go. Chickasha, number 4, Kaylee Terry, has to give it up to me again. Ginn's going to try and bully her way to a bucket, in and out. Rebounded Justice Woods, who's off to the races. Fires it down court, got a little greedy, trying to find Promise Craig on the block. Stolen by Chickasha. Kaylee Terry goes left, stolen, almost stolen. It is stolen. Dariana Gates with the ball. She was going to go left, goes all the way, and stops right underneath the goal. Why not shoot it? Misses it. Offensive board. Putback's no good. Justice Woods again gets the rebound and the putback.
which equals score 39-2, Douglas Trojets.
Yep, Trojets crashing the offensive glass. That time it's the coach's daughter, Justice Woods, the freshman phenom with the putback.
Chickasha finds me again down low. Turnaround jumper gets the fall. That's the first shot they made from the field to get to the 4-point mark. 39-4. Douglas with the lead in the basketball. Kenaya Fletcher, I think, is in the game. Yes, she is. And they fire it over to Justice Woods. 3-point attempt. Let it go.
Let it fly.
Lay it down.
With the defender in her face, still knocks it down. The three-pointer is good for Justice Woods.
Here we go. Chickasha moving it up the court. Under a minute left until halftime. We'll discuss what we've witnessed here this first half and what adjustments can be made going forward. Finally, Ashlyn Smith, the junior forward for Chickasha, gets the turnaround jumper to get to the 6-point mark. Justice Woods with the basketball. Douglas Trojet fires left side to Serenity. Taylor puts up the shot, no good, but Kenaya Fletcher got the board, dish to Dariana, who gets the bucket.
Yeah, that was Fletcher with the hustle play. Then she just sees her teammate in the middle of the lane. Dariana Gates does the rest.
Kenaya Fletcher has just had a heck of a season. She's a heck of a basketball player. She gives maximum effort. And here's Ashlyn Smith trying to get another bucket, puts it up, no good. Dariana Gates is just crashing the boards, putting up the shot. She's getting stops. She's not afraid to take it all the way to the rim.
Yeah.
Great first half by Dariana. We've seen some big buckets from Brianna Jones, who just scores in transition time and time again. You look up, it's halftime. The score's 44-6. And you just take a deep breath and go, wow, what?
Wow is right, my friend.
What have we just witnessed? These girls are getting after it.
Oh, my gosh.
Fast-paced basketball, up and down. Get a stop, score. And it's just that on repeat, time and time again. I'm really impressed with their style of play, and this is something that they practice. It doesn't just come out of thin air. That just doesn't happen. This is by design. So I'd say this Douglas Trojet is getting closer and closer to being state championship ready. And they've got 2 more quarters of basketball and if they can finish them off, play at Saturday at 6 o'clock, winner of McLeod and Purcell. So if anybody watching the stream, get on Google and let us know. We need to know the winner of McLeod and Purcell in 4A girls basketball, because that's the winner that will play the winner of this game. So we still got a lot of basketball to be played. Don't go anywhere else. We appreciate you tuning in to PPBC TV. And we couldn't be here without the sponsors that we have. We are tremendously grateful for SSM Health at St. Anthony's. They've got a great team of providers, medical professionals that heal these players when they sustain injuries and get them back out onto the court, onto the field, out playing athletics again as quickly as possible. And so they do a really, really good job. Plus they support, local broadcasts here for Oklahoma City Public Schools, and it's a really great thing. So thank you very much to SSM Health at St. Anthony's. Also, OCCC, Oklahoma City Community College. They have a plan for you no matter the situation. If you're looking to further your education, you can do that at Oklahoma City Community College, whether you're coming out of high school, maybe you took a break and raised a family, and now you're ready to aspire and chase some of your ambitions. Hey, they've got a plan for you. Your future, their purpose. Oklahoma City Community College. And then, of course, Super Prep. Shout out to Big Miles Perry. He does a great job of covering high school athletics here in the state. He's phenomenal. I asked him if he was coming up for the game. He said he was at Moore tonight. He was at the Moore game, so we'll get an update from him here very soon. But a lot of great basketball being played statewide, but we're glad you're here with us on PPBC TV. We will have the boys Douglas basketball game immediately following. We've done some interviews with a couple of the players, and we'll play that audio when we get back, after the girls game during the pregame of the boys show. That's a lot. So let's do this. Let's take a quick commercial break. We'll take just a deep breath, and I'm going to drink a little bit of water. We're going to come back. We're going to finish the second half here and see who can come out on top in this regional tournament action here live from Douglas High School. And again, the winner of this game will play the winner of McLeod and Purcell at 6 o'clock on Saturday, and we need to know who the winner of that game is. I'm Jay Swick. That's Dylan Tribble. And we'll be back after this short break. Stay with us. A lot more basketball to come here tonight on this Thursday night. And we are back. About to get this second half underway. Get it started here momentarily. You're live on PPBC TV for the Thursday night regional high school basketball matchup between Chickasha and the Douglass Trojettes. We've got the girls game going first. Got a little bit of a lopsided score here, Dylan. That's what we're dealing with. 44-6. It's been all Trojet basketball to start the game. And they're looking to pile on even more in the second half. What's key here for Chickasha to try and get some of that momentum? How do you slow down this Douglass Trojet? And I think that's a question that a lot of teams have been asking this year.
Yeah, I don't really know if there is a way to slow them down. I mean, for example, they just won a state championship in track and field last year, and most of the girls on this basketball team were on that track team. So to be quite honest with you, I don't know if you can really slow these girls down. You just have to try to limit their opportunities in transition, which is tough. You got to try to get back on defense and defend the fast break if you can, and settle down offensively. Douglass has been in their face and kind of made them panic, and they rattled them from the first tip of basketball. So it's a tall mountain to climb for the Fighting Chicks. We'll see what happens. The Trojettes get the basketball to start the second half. It'll be Brianna Jones to start this set.
That's right.
Offensive possession off for the Trojettes.
Brianna's going to catch the inbound pass and goes left to Justice Woods. Justice gets double teamed, goes right, splits it. Left to Anderson. Anderson, high post to Jaslyn Brown. Mid-range jumper, no good. Rebounded Chickasha. Fighting Chicks are going to keep fighting. They're moving it up the court on the right side. That's number 13, me again. Goes right, now goes left, has to pass the ball to her teammates, knocked out of bounds by Brianna Jones, who's just fast. I mean, she's a state champion track athlete. She gets to where she wants to go quickly.
Yep, and she can go run track in college or play basketball or do both. We'll see. She hasn't made a decision yet. Here comes Chickasha trying to get something going. Trojettes in that man-to-man defense. And we got a timeout by the Fighting Chicks. Didn't like what they saw on that offensive possession. So 7:25 left in the third. Trojettes up big, like we mentioned, 44-6. Just total domination in that first half of basketball. We'll see if Chickasha can get something going at all in the second half.
Now, let's just, for the sake of the argument, say,
hey sports fans, get ready to step into the world of championships with Super Prep Live, hosted by Miles Perry, only on OKC Sports Radio 105.3 FM. Dive deep into the lives of high school and college athletes with exclusive interviews and insight that reveals what makes them great. Follow Super Prep across all social networks to never miss a moment. It's Super Prep Live with Miles Perry. Tune in, get inspired, and stay connected. Visit OKCSportsRadio.com.
so tough to defend. Chickasha on the far left side trying to get through Brianna Jones. Addison Ferguson gets it to her teammate. Almost stolen by Jordan Anderson. There is a foul. They're going to call. Is that a jump ball?
It's either a jump ball or a foul on Jordan Anderson. Yep, they call the foul on Jordan Anderson. So it'll be number 13, me again, at the stripe for Chickasha.
Yeah, you got to make your free throws here. You're not going to get a more open shot than that.
That is a fact against this Douglass team, and she misses the first free throw.
All right. Now, Coach Woods is communicating something to her players. She's got the attention of everybody. Another free throw attempt here. Puts it up. No good. Oh, see, defensive rebound. Jaslyn Brown continues to crash the boards. Gets it to Anderson on the left side. Drives, pivots, shoots, knocks it down. Jordan Anderson. That's her style. That's her preference right there. If she could just do that and replicate that play after play after play, that's what she wants to do. Got to take her out of her comfort zone. Stolen by Justice Woods. Fires it to Brianna Jones. Scores in transition. We've seen that sequel over and over and over again.
Yup, that's Brianna Jones showing off that track speed. She said, whoop, whoop, outlet. Brianna Jones finishes in transition.
Kaylee Terry trying to get some help from her teammate. Loose ball stolen. Jordan Anderson one-on-one. Pivots, puts up the shot. Cannot be stopped.
Yeah, phenomenal footwork right there by Jordan Anderson, the OBU commit.
Here comes the Fighting Chicks, bringing it up the floor right there at half court. Goes left. Ferguson, it's her teammate on the wing. That's off a screen, gets double teamed, goes down low. Going to call a foul on Jaslyn Brown. Got a little rough. She said, it's on me.
Yep.
It's my fault. I take responsibility.
She already knows. So that will be a foul on the Trojets. The Chicks will keep it. Still trying to get some more points on the board. We'll see what they can do with this inbound play.
Substitutions for Chickasha. Ashlyn Smith, the junior forward, hits the ball. Now she's trying to back her way closer to the basket, turning around, tries to find Terry. Terry down low, finds the open teammate, knocks down the shot.
Yeah,
it's a bucket
great
for Chickasha.
pass and great pull-up
Olivia
jumper.
Wilson with the bucket. And we've got a out-of-bounds play here.
Yep, out of bounds against Chickasha. It'll stay with the Trojets. Brianna Jones to bring the ball up the court.
Right there at mid-court, tried to trap, go left to Justice, back to Jaslyn Woods, double-team her. They're just trying to double-team whoever has the ball. Jordan with the fake, goes left, puts up the jumper, knocks it down.
Yeah, beautiful pull-up mid-range jumper by Jordan Anderson. She can beat you to the rack or pull up in space. That time, it was a good shot.
Now, Chickasha's trying to communicate and overthrew it to Ashlyn Smith, and it's stolen by Nakia Burge. She fakes the pass and puts up the shot. I love the pump fake.
Love it. The pump fake to the inside gets the defender to go, and then she goes to the outside, but she's fouled and at the free throw line for 2 shots.
Now, what kind of shoes are the Douglass Trojets rocking today? Do you know?
They are rocking some Jordans. I'm not real familiar with the model, but I do know those are Jordans. I've seen them on the Nike app.
Yeah.
It's kind of like one of those team Jordan shoes.
Right. Okay.
I don't think it belongs to a certain player.
All right, we've got some commenters. We've got DeAndre Foster says, okay, Gates. Hey, that's what we're saying, DeAndre.
Yeah, she's cold.
Dariana is confident, and she's playing some good ball when she's on the floor right now. And says, just a teacher that loves seeing my students thrive on the court. Yeah, there's no doubt about it.
Well, it's
thriving
safe to say
is a little
they
bit
are thriving.
Like thriving is an understatement. And that's a strong word. If you're thriving, you're doing very, very well. But they're up 55-8 right now. That's
in regional.
That's
this
surpassed
is playoff basketball.
thriving. That is
domination
level there. Ashlyn Smith gets the ball. She's going to back her way through, puts up the jumper. But, boy, Jaslyn Brown is just in her way every time she
great contest
shoots.
by Jazz Brown.
Here's Anderson. Kicks it to Brianna. I wanted Brianna to shoot that. She had that open shot. They're going to go left. Jordan Anderson for 3. Off the rim. Rebounded. Jaslyn Brown finds Brianna down low off the cutter. Puts up the shot. No good. And somehow Nakia Burge yanks it out of the air. Puts it back up. Misses the shot, but it's okay because she's going to the free throw line.
Yeah, I would say Nakia Burge is one of the best offensive rebounders in the whole state of Oklahoma.
I got a question from Amanda Williams. That's Jaden Williams' mother.
Yes, sir.
She said, Swick, did Dylan graduate from Midwest City?
Yes, indeed, I did. Yep.
Was that 1979?
I was not even a thought at that point.
Oh, I thought that's just when you graduated high school.
No, did not, man.
One in the 70s?
No, my dad graduated high school in the 70s.
You're not older than me?
I am not,
I could have sworn. Hey, turn the camera to us. Look at this old guy.
Yeah.
Look at this ancient old man here. Like, who looks better? Exactly.
Oh,
exactly.
2-on-1 fast
let's
break.
go back to the game.
Jets.
Here we go. Oh, Justice Woods, right hand, up 50 in the regional tournament game. 58-8. 4 minutes left here in the third quarter. Chickasha, sliding. Lost control, but regained by Chickasha. Olivia Wilson's just trying to find where she could get comfortable with the basketball, and there's so many Douglass Trojets everywhere playing tenacious defense, trying to steal the ball.
Were you a Tenacious D fan, your boy Jack Black?
listen to classical music. I don't listen to anything else.
Okay.
More Beethoven.
Another steal by Jazz Brown.
Burt Backrack. Okay. Brianna Jones, right side to Anderson. Anderson, high post to Burge. Burge moves it in the corner to Jaslyn Brown, who makes her own way, gets the jumper, and it falls.
Wow. The baseline J over 2 defenders by Jazz Brown. That's high-level basketball.
I mean, I just think every player on this team for Douglass can create their own shot and do it well.
Right.
Here's Chickasha. Brindley Alexander with the basketball. Loses her dribble, has to hand off to her teammate. Justice Woods is the on-ball defender right there for Douglass. Moving it on the right side, and that is a travel.
Yep, it is a travel indeed by number 24, Sydney Birchie of Chickasha. She's frustrated, but hey, Douglass has been frustrating them all night long. 60-8 is your score. Tro Jets up big with 3:06 left in the third quarter.
All right. Justice Woods is going to inbound the basketball to Brianna Jones. Brianna's going to bring it up, moves right to Jordan Anderson. High post to Jaslyn Brown. Swinging elbows, goes left to Justice Woods for 3. Knocked it down.
Hand down, man down. The freshman phenom, Justice Woods, with the wing tray ball.
Justice Woods, by the time she's a senior, might end up being one of the most prolific.
Steal by Jazz Brown, one-on-one and fast break.
Oh, they're going to call a travel? Are you serious?
Yeah, I think her pivot foot
slid.
It did slid a tad bit. It's a good call by the ref. Got to give it to him.
Mass substitutions. Dariana Gates is in the game. Serenity Taylor. Kenaya Fletcher is in the game. You got Promise Craig as well. And Nakaya Burge. Here's Chickasha. Kicks it to the corner. Wide open 3 for Olivia. Does not knock it down. Rebounded Dariana Gates. Get used to that phrase. She might go coast to coast. She's been looking to score every time she touches the ball. And then you got Nakaya Burge out here playing Yahtzee.
Yeah, Yahtzee, a tray ball from the corner. Nakaya Burge, what a great drive and dish by Dariana Gates.
Nice crossover there by Chickasha. And Alexander puts up the shot, and there's a block by Dariana Gates, knocks it out of bounds.
She has got a lot of talent. She's got the whole, her arsenal and her package of basketball. She can do everything. She can handle the basketball. She can shoot. She can defend at a high level. That time.
Yeah, loose ball, and she comes up with it, Dariana Gates. Now she goes left.
Look at her handle. That's phenomenal.
Right. And she gets double-teamed, and she's like, get off me, I'm going right. And she loses control and finally got a little tired there. But there's a three-point shot by Chickasha, no good. And they're going to get the offensive board and try another half-court set. Here with 1:29 left in the third quarter. They're down 66-8, so any bucket will do.
Yeah, any bucket will definitely help their confidence. Whatever
Wilson,
is down the road for them.
Turnaround jumper. Look at Kenaya Fletcher with just great defense.
Got a hand on the ball.
On-ball defense. Now she's going to step up and shoot the 3. Misses it, but Nakaya Burge gets the left hand, gets the rebound and goes left hand, gets the bucket. They're up 60, Dylan.
Yep, I just mentioned Nakaya Burge, offensive rebounding skills, and she shows us once again that she is a really, really good basketball player.
Under a minute left here in the third period. Chickasha just trying to get a bucket here. Sydney Birchie to her teammate. There's Kaylee Terry. Now the corner to Haywood. Haywood spins, needs help. Dishes to her teammate, gets the shot and the foul. And that's the best play we've seen in one possession for Chickasha. And that's going to be Zoe Van Ness.
Tough bucket by Van Ness. A lot of freshmen on this Chickasha basketball team, so they do have, something to look forward to.
Well, I think this freshman class, I'm looking at a lot of different players here for Chickasha. And by the time these young ladies are seniors, it's going to be a different deal.
Yeah,
it's going to be
a different one of the best teams in the entire state of Oklahoma. Another bucket in the paint by Nakaya Burge, showing us why she's a D1 level recruit.
Birchie on the right side. Now she's going to back up, goes left.
drives, backs up once again, looks for her teammate, Olivia Wilson. Wilson goes up strong, gets it stolen by Burge. Burge to Promise Craig. 2 on 3. Craig for 3. No good. And that's the end of the third quarter. Our score is 70-11 right now in the fourth quarter. What unbelievable. Unbelievable. These Douglass Trojettes, and maybe unbelievable isn't the right word, because we've seen these young ladies come out here and play high-level basketball all season long.
Yep.
If I still think it's unbelievable, then there's something wrong with me. I am a believer. I'm a believer.
I think what's unbelievable to you is the score. It's 70-11 going into the fourth quarter of basketball. We're not surprised by Douglass's offensive play and their defense, but what is just so shocking is that they've held Chickasha in the playoffs to only 11 points in 3 quarters of basketball. That's what's unbelievable.
Let's go to the comment section here on the live stream. Looks like Vic TV Gang says the revenge tour. Let's go Trojets. DeAndre Foster says not leaving out Jordan and Nakaya. Nakaya is one of my mock trial students. In my niece academy student, Anisha Crawford. We love Anisha Crawford. And Anisha has a great spot up shot. Like, you can't leave her open. I think it was the Star Spencer game. Anisha Crawford came in and hit some big-time shots in that game.
Yeah, they have a really deep bench. Everybody comes in and does not miss a beat.
And loose ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Trojet basketball. Go back to the comment section here. DeAndre Foster said, and Pratt went to Douglass with her father, too. Marquia Pratt is tremendously talented. Listen, there's so much depth on this team right here. And look at Dariana. She's just so aggressive on the boards. She missed the shot there, but, boy, she's been getting a ton of second chance points. And there was a desperation shot by Olivia Wilson, rebounded Jordan Anderson, and she's going to get up and get at. Missed the shot, almost rebounded by Fletcher. Usually that mid-range jumper by Jordan Anderson is just good every time, and she's getting after it on the defensive end, puts up the shot, gets the shot to go. Chickasha with the bucket.
Yeah, that was not an easy bucket over one of the Trojets by Zoe Vaness, and it's stolen by Chickasha.
And here's
they
Wilson.
Got an outlet.
Yeah.
And we got to finish in transition for
I
Olivia
think,
Wilson.
You look at an experienced Douglass Trojet basketball team, and you look at an inexperienced Chickasha. You see freshman, sophomore, junior, sophomore, freshman on this roster. The best is yet to be seen with this Chickasha team. And I think Jace Johnson, within 3 years, is going to have himself a contender. I really do. I just think, they've got to get some confidence. They've got to get some games under their belt. And
it's all about getting experience.
Yeah.
They're just playing a very strong
here's
Douglass
Fletcher with a rebound, and golly, what a fiery basketball player.
Feisty down there.
Kenaya Fletcher, who we just love. And she's so tough. She might be the smallest player on the court. I say that every game. And I'm sure she's tired of hearing me say it. Swick, stop saying it. But she might be the toughest player on the court.
They're all really tough athletes for the Trojets.
Oh, and there's an elbow, and that is an offensive foul, a blatant offensive foul.
Promise Craig taking the charge for the Trojets. Just great basketball IQ. They take all the little details very serious. Great job getting her feet set. Here's Jazz Brown on the other end.
Ooh, she's going to step up and shoot it. There it is. Misses it. Get her own rebound. Put back, no good. And Chickasha comes up with the defensive board. Now they're going to move the ball up the court. 6 minutes, 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Chickasha just trying to get some passes, and they weren't completed. It was stolen by Kenaya Fletcher. Gets it to Woods. Woods goes out of bounds. It will be off the hand of Chickasha basketball player, and so the Trojets will get the ball back. And Fletcher will inbound the pass for the Trojets. Get it. Promise Craig now to the right side, Justice Woods. She'll go high post to Jaslyn Brown. Now to Promise Craig for 3. Oh, in and out. Dariana Gates tips the rebound to herself. Gives it to Fletcher. No good. Rebounded Chickasha.
Van Ness with the rebound, bringing the ball up the court now. Going to try to get something going for the Chicks.
Promise Craig is stepping up on being that on-ball defender. Now it's Dariana's turn on the right side. They drive, baseline, puts up the shot, misses the shot, but a foul is called. Is that going to be on Dariana Gates?
Yes, indeed. It's going to be on the Trojets, so it stays with the Fighting Chicks, and looks like they're going to get 2 free throws here. It's going to be number 15, Brinley Alexander, another freshman for Chickasha.
Now, I think the future's bright for Chickasha, and I believe in Jace Johnson. Jerry Johnson's the assistant coach. Chase Rogers got a great staff. They've just got a young team.
Yep.
And they're trying to get their bumps and bruises and experiences under their belt, boost their confidence.
First free throw was good for Alexander.
Right. So I think the best is yet to come for Chickasha. I'm a believer in this program. I know the score doesn't indicate it, all right, but we'll see what they look like in 3 years. Here's Brianna Jones, the right side, to Justice Woods. He's like, get out of my way. Now she gets double teamed, ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be off the hand of a Chickasha Fighting Chick, and it will be Douglas Trojet basketball. They inbound it to Bree Jones. Brianna to the right side to Justice, splits the double team, pulls up for the jumper, can't get it to fall, but gets fouled.
Yep, she was fouled from behind.
Slapped on the wrist, slapped on the hand from the backside.
Alexander trying to get a block, but got some contact on Justice Wood's arm, so the freshman's at the free throw line.
All right, here we go. Justice, even though she's a freshman, like a lot of these young Chickasha players, you know,
she doesn't play like one. She plays like a junior or senior.
You watch this team play and say, pick out the freshman. Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck. It's going to be really, really hard. I mean, she plays just as well as the seniors, and that's why I think, you know, she's got a special talent, and it's only going to get better as she stays in this system under the head coach of her mom, Coach Woods.
Got a
loose
steal.
ball, jump ball call here.
Yep.
Looks like it's going to be on, well, it is going to be Douglas Trojet. Serenity Taylor's going to inbound it to Fletcher. Fletcher bringing it up, right side, finds Brianna Jones. Steps back, gives it to Fletcher, now to Bree on the wing. Throws cross court to Justice Woods. Goes left, decides long, three-pointer. Yes!
Justice Woods from very deep, all the way from downtown OKC to the east side of Oklahoma City. 3-ball for Woods.
Goes left side, that's number 24, Sydney Birchie. Golly, trying to get through that defense that Brianna Jones applies is tough. Gets it in the paint. Serenity Taylor right there to defend. Doesn't block the shot, but Chickasha misses the shot, gets their own rebound. They've got a wide open three-point attempt, misses it, rebounded Justice Woods. Now she's going to start moving it up the court. Finds Fletcher on the right side. Loose ball, fighting for the ball. Chickasha comes up with it. 3:50 left in the game. Chickasha on the right side. Cuts back inside. Sydney Birchie. Birchie drives. Puts up the shot. Actually, that was Brinley Alexander who gets the foul.
It's going to be an offensive foul.
Oh, really?
Brinley Alexander. Yep. So it will be Trojets basketball. We got some substitutions coming in the game. Nakia Burge, Promise Craig, and Jordan Anderson, the OBU Bison commit. 3:38 left in the fourth quarter. 75-17 your score. The home team on top.
Serenity Taylor still in the game for Douglas. Jordan Anderson's bringing it up the floor at half court. Goes right to Fletcher. Fletcher goes right. Loses her dribble. Gets it stolen. Trying to find Jordan Anderson. Made a bad pass. Stolen by Chickasha. Fires left side. Gets stolen by Fletcher. Now Fletcher with the basketball. Trying to move through that defense. Gets some separation. And finds a wide open Promise Craig for two.
Yep, split the double team with a nasty crossover and then dishes it to her teammate Promise Craig.
77-17. Here comes Promise Craig. bringing it up the floor, outrunning. Jordan Anderson gets it in the corner, puts up the shot, no good. Offensive rebound by Serenity Taylor, and she gets slung down.
Yeah, tough fall for Serenity. I'm glad she's getting up okay.
I don't know what happened with that play.
I don't
necessarily,
know.
it looked like Chickasha was the aggressor here, but whatever. The score is what it is. We'll let it go. But
nonetheless, it's Chickasha basketball. 2:45 left.
Brina Patel is bringing up the floor right now for Chickasha. She goes right. Now left. In a little bit of a zone defense. Dariana steps up and plays some good defense. Overthrows Chickasha, and she stepped out.
Backcourt violation by Chickasha, number 5. Briley Eaton, another freshman basketball player, getting some varsity experience in the playoffs. Here comes the Trojets.
Gets the ball back, fakes the shot, goes left. Now Jaslyn has it on the wing, trying to make room. She attacks the rim and came close to a walk, throws to Serenity for 3, no good. Chickasha comes up with the defensive board. Patel's bringing it up the right side. And Promise Craig is right there to defend her. They go left. Right around the perimeter, trying to decide how they're going to take their shot and where. All right. Kimoni Benoit has the basketball. And back to Patel. Stolen by Douglass. Trojets lose control. Promise Craig is there to pick the ball back up. Give it to Taylor. Taylor behind the back. Goes back to Promise Craig. Drives. Jumper from the side. No good. Jaslyn Brown. Rebound. No good. Dariana Gates. Rebound. No good.
Boy, they are crashing the offensive glass. Couldn't get the bucket to go, but it is still Trojets basketball. Fletcher to inbound at this time. Minute 33 left in this basketball game. Here's Jazz Brown from the free throw line. The jumper is good. The shooters roll. Jazz Brown. So it's now 79-17.
Yeah, the truth YT says score 100.
I mean, they got to do that quick, but I'm not going to put it past them. They can accomplish the impossible. That's how talented this Trojets basketball team is.
So here's the deal. It's minute 16 left in the game. Douglass is going to win this game and play Saturday night at 6 o'clock. And they'll play the winner of McLeod and Purcell. And we checked that score at halftime, and it was really close. Here's Fletcher with the breakaway layup, and it's good, left hand. Gets to the 81-point mark here for the Trojets. Chickasha getting the ball back, bringing it up the floor under a minute left. But, yeah, Douglass will play either McLeod or Purcell on Saturday at 6 o'clock here live at the Douglass Gymnasium. And Chickasha will play here tomorrow night. Not tomorrow night, tomorrow day at 1 o'clock. And we'll announce here later on who they play. But it's going to be a quick turnaround for Chickasha tomorrow. Less than 24 hours away from tip-off. What a shot by Serenity Taylor.
Yeah, push
really
shot
efficient
by Serenity in the middle of the lane with her offhand, her left hand. Boy, they can do a lot of great things offensively and defensively. Steal by Jazz Brown.
And they're off to the races. She's going to go all the way. Loses control, but regains it. Gets the left-hand layup. Makes it look easy. 85-17. With 5 seconds left in the game. 2-1. That's your ball game, ladies and gentlemen. The Douglass Trojets are victorious. 85-17. They'll move on to the second round of the regional tournament and play Saturday at 6 o'clock, the winner of McLeod and Purcell. We'll find out the winner of that game before too long. But until then, it's time to start preparing for the boys' regional matchup between the Douglass Trojans and the Chickasha Fighting Chicks. And we'll get that information here in front of us. Again, our sponsors for this Thursday night basketball broadcast is SSM Health at St. Anthony, Oklahoma City Community College, and Super Prep. Miles Perry does a great job of putting a spotlight on all of the athletes here in the state of Oklahoma on all levels, from high school, college, to professional. There's a lot of Oklahomans being represented at both levels. We're just under 20 minutes away from tip. I've done some interviews. I've talked with Coach Steve Alexander. I've talked with several of the players. We're going to get a better understanding of just their thought process going into this game tonight against Chickasha. You want to win this game and advance to Saturday night game. If you lose, you play tomorrow afternoon. That's not what they want to do. All right, you get to that second game in the regional tournament. You win that one, you move on to area. All right, so big time stuff. All right, we'll take a quick timeout, and we'll come back and get some interviews underway and start preparing these viewers and people watching, listening all over for the broadcast. Matter of fact, let's just go ahead and start with interview number one. This is a very important young man to this basketball team. This next guy that we're going to talk to, the Douglass Trojan basketball team, is a sophomore, played a lot of basketball, and he's got a state championship ring, was a very important part of that team last year. Inkim Mahdi House, what do you think?
Inkim Mahdi House, I mean, he definitely doesn't play like a sophomore, got a great head on his shoulders, really high IQ basketball player. The moment's never too big for him at all. Comes from a great family. We've talked to his family, his parents. Just a good overall young man, not just a great basketball player.
Well, I caught up with him this afternoon at shoot around, and here's our conversation.
House, junior of the Douglass Trojans. What a year it's been, Mahdi. I mean, what can we say about your game? You've been a staple, a consistent presence on this basketball team, a dependable presence. What's this year been like for you?
I mean, this year's been dedicated to all of my seniors. I want to win it again for them. So I know Landry Ballard can't really be out here this year. It's been hard for him, so I just want to win it for him. This year's dedicated to him.
Landry Ballard has been, the floor general for a long time, it feels like. How have you guys really adapted to that, not having him on the court, but he is there with you in physically in presence over there and in helping you guys out, but how's that adaptation on the court been?
I mean, it's hard, we're trying to learn, but we got to, push through. Somebody's got to take over, so we learn to push the ball, try to be on Landry's pace. It's hard without him, but we're trying to be at his pace even though he's been gone.
Well, I feel like you've stepped up big. Jaden Williams has stepped up big. Devon Scott-Jones has done an incredible job. It just seems like it's gotten really, really comfortable out there.
I mean, we're just trying our best to get better every day and kind of fill that role that we're missing from him.
Now, just watching you play over the past couple of years, I feel like your game doesn't get quite the recognition it deserves. I remember somebody coming up to me early when you were in junior high. You were an 8th grader, and these guys who are now your teammates are winning state championships. Then you move on to your freshman year and become a key, integral part of that championship team. And by the time you're a sophomore, which is now, feel like you're an old man. You've played so much basketball, and you're, again, a staple. People are used to seeing you out on the court. What's these past few years been like for you, just from a development standpoint?
This year's all about preparation. All my years have been preparation to now. I'm just leading up to get better to where I am now, to be ready for the big stage.
Talk to me about the mindset on the court, because when there's chaos and it's a close game and emotions are high and the crowd is into it, you seem to always have this calmness about you. And I think that's a great quality in your basketball game. Is that something that you've learned all the time throughout your life? How did that develop?
I've been playing basketball for almost my whole life, so just these moments, I just think about, if this was my last game, how would it feel if I, played nervous? So, I mean, my coaches, they prepared me to the max. I mean, can nobody else prepare me even better? So I feel like I'm as prepared as it gets.
And so you're confident out there. I like
Right.
that. I like that. You're in the throes of the postseason, man. I mean, this is what you've used the regular season as to prepare for moments like this, games like this. You got a big one tonight against Chickasha. What's your thoughts so far on the postseason and the matchup tonight against Chickasha?
I mean, we're a good team. We look at our scouting report, and hopefully we run our game plan to crisp, perfection, and execute.
Which one of your teammates, maybe it's a couple of them, that have really risen to the occasion and just have been playing at a high level?
All of them. Devon Scott, Jaden Nickens, Jaden Williams, Kingston Hall, Trevor Snell, Tyler Williams, Chris Harris, Nathan Ashmore, everybody. We work hard, we prepare right, so everybody's ready for the moment.
And that relationship that you have with all of your teammates, it translates to the court.
Right, I mean, we're just a big old brotherhood, so we can't get any better than that.
I love that family atmosphere about you. It's infectious. I think the fans understand it. But, good luck tonight. You got to win tonight to advance. One game at a time mentality is did I hit that on the head?
Right. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Thank you.
That is Matty House Jr., who is our feature Douglass player in pregame. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
All right, we are back. That was my conversation with Matty House Jr. I guess we had some issues with the video, but at least you got the gist of it. My apologies. My next interview, somebody I really, really respect and I enjoy talking basketball with, and he has been, a conscious, leader on this team. He's earned the trust of his teammates, and his tenacity, his effort level is exquisite, and that's what you want in a basketball player. Tyler Williams, what do you think?
Tyler Williams, he's just one of those glue guys. He comes in and will do whatever Coach Steven Alexander asks him to do, whether that's D up, the best offensive player for the other team, rebound. He can knock down shots. I mean, he does it all. He's a great passer, just a really humble basketball player, and a guy that you would want on any team if you're any coach in the state.
Here's my conversation with Douglass Trojan Sr., Tyler Williams.
All right, I'm here with Douglass Trojan Sr., Tyler Williams. Big game tonight, Tyler. You're in the middle of postseason action. This is the time where you shine.
Yes, sir.
Talk about the mentality, the mindset going into the game tonight against Chickasha.
I feel like the mindset that we have is more so just domination. Because I feel like last game we're light years ahead of a lot of teams until we get into like the top 4 teams. And now that we're getting later into the playoffs, the teams are getting amping up, but it's not to the level that I think that the game should be really close. I think we should be 20 to 25 points, and it should be smooth. We should be able to execute our plays, and I'm excited, but I'm more so locked in on just how do we execute when we may be up by a lot. How do we stay engaged, and how do we just stay the best we can be the whole game?
Right. You cannot let anything go,
100%.
and it's a 4-quarter game,
yeah,
and you know
minutes.
that. But what do you think about Chickasha? Have you done much research? Have you watched much film on them? What do you think of the matchup?
We watched a little bit of film. They're not really that big, to be honest, but they play hard, and they run good sets. I can say they run good sets. But the thing with that is, like, at the end of the day, what I learned playing at the 6A level is you can be very talented, but at the end of the day, teams like North, teams like Norman, teams like that, when they're bigger, it's kind of hard to beat them in 32 minutes. And I feel like we're bigger than a lot of people in 4A. What's
this week been like preparation-wise leading up to the game?
It's really been like we started out with conditioning. We go hard at the beginning of the week with conditioning, so our lungs are back at the day off at the weekend, and then we get into skills, and then we go hard the day before with defense. So pretty much because our thing is defense. At the end of the day, defense wins rings. I mean, you can score. We know we're going to score. We know we got Devon. We know we got Jay Will. We know we got Jay Nick. But at the end of the day, how can we be locked in on defense? How can we shut teams down, get them under 38 points, and keep them just have a bad night?
Well, one of many things I like about your game is just your hustle and your motor and your willingness to sacrifice your body to go up for tough rebounds, block shots, dive for loose balls.
Thank you.
How has that part affected your game going forward?
It's affecting my game in a positive way because, like we already spoke about last time with my motor,
right.
Whenever I'm diving on the floor, going for crazy rebounds, trying to just stop teams from scoring by getting chased down, blocks, stuff like that, it's upping me up to get more engaged on offense. I think I'm a different way. Some people may be offense to defense, I'm defense to offense. If I can have 20 points, but and someone has 14 points on me, it's not a good game to me because I'm a defender first. I'm a team player first. I want to win. So I feel like if I'm doing all the things I'm supposed to do, like Coach T preaches to me, then I feel like I'm having a really great game.
If you win, you play Saturday,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Today is Thursday, so there's not a lot of turnaround. You lose tonight, you play tomorrow, and it's an even lesser turnaround. How do you utilize the time in between games to prepare for the next one?
You right after the game, you get rest. You ice. You take care of your body. You eat good things before the game. You hydrate. We drink honey to stay energized. You get a good night's rest, and you get ready for the next day. I feel like we during playoffs we stay in the gym, but we go light. We might work on walk through their plays, our plays, inbound plays, zone. We might just stand on the court, stand in the mindset of basketball. That's how we stay locked in and get ready for the little gap of the basketball.
Tyler, I could talk to you all day about basketball, my friend. You're a great interview, and I love watching you play the game of basketball on the court. Good luck tonight against Chickasha. We'll talk soon.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, laser focus, right? Like the laser focus. What else can be said after, hearing him talk about the game and, the preparation, how they utilize their time?
He's a very locked in and focused player. You can tell by the way he talks with you in the interview. And to my point, he's a glue guy. He does whatever Coach Steve wants him to. He takes defense very, very seriously. He doesn't like to get scored on at all, if possible. Just a great guy to have on your team. Heck of a pickup for Coach Steve.
All right, we've got Chris Harris, the sophomore big man for the Douglass Trojans. I caught up with him and had a conversation. Here's my combo with sophomore Chris C.J. Harris.
All right, I'm here with Chris C.J. Harris, the big man in the middle. Just excited the way your game has progressed going forward. You got a big one tonight against Chickasha, man. What do you think about the game? What's this week been like for you in preparation?
I've been ready. I've been preparing all week, so winning this game, now it's on to the next step, and get ready to get that ball. So,
what's the focus for you as a basketball player tonight? What are you trying to exude on the court?
Don't let the outside distractions get to me, and stay focused on one thing.
Now, you got to the free throw line last game. You look pretty good. I know there's kind of a stereotype out there that big guys can't shoot free throws. So far, so good with you. You feel confident at the free throw line?
Yes, sir.
What about drawing fouls? Is that something that
That's something it's going to happen. I'm big, so I'm always have to make my free throws. And Coach Steve always told me, you're going to get fouled, so you got to make your free throws. And free throws can win you games. So.
And you've really kind of dominated the block when you're in the game. You make your presence known, and you do a great job boxing out. Has that been just a key difference between your game last year and this year?
Yes, sir. A big difference.
Chickasha, obviously, to get to this point, you got to be pretty good. It's only going to get tougher week by week.
Yes, sir.
What's the mindset for you? What is the key to victory for you and your Douglass Trojans?
Stay in my own lane. I've been doing it since the beginning of the school year. Just stay in my own lane and keep that one thing focused. It's always God first, and then got basketball. So.
Well, it just feels like your confidence has risen since the beginning in the fall to now in the spring. Talk about that development. How has that happened?
Really, I've been working. I've put a lot of work in. Actually, shout out to my trainer, BV Brian Van. They've been training me a lot, so it's getting me more developed and getting more play time. So.
Well, it shows. You've got a tight-knit group, you and your teammates. What is the vibe in the locker room leading up to this game?
It's always good. We have a brotherhood, we basically call it, and we stay close. And when things get tough, we get closer.
Now, do you have a pregame ritual or maybe a routine? Do you listen to a certain artist, a certain type of music as you get closer to game time?
I tend to pray, and then I leave it at that, and I'm ready.
There you go. Chris C.J. Harris, the 6'10" sophomore that we're really excited about. He's got a lot of potential, and we're going to see him in action tonight against Chickasha. Good luck in the game.
Thank you.
All right, that is Chris C.J. Harris. Thoughts on him, Dylan, and just his progression this season?
Well, he has come a long way from the beginning of the season. He's more poised. He's more confident. I like to call him a humble beast because he is a massive human being. But he's very humble, down to earth, doesn't really talk a lot of trash. He's just locked in. All he wants to do is win and win for his brothers. He mentioned that it's a brotherhood. So he's another guy that just steps up to the plate every time his number and name is called.
Yeah, I just think he's one of the nicest humans you'll ever meet, and he came from such a great family, and they've raised that young man right. He's a yes sir, no sir type of guy, and he respects everyone he comes into contact with, and he always has time for us. I know it's not the most enjoyable thing for him to talk to the media, but we're trying to get him to come out of his shell a little bit, and he's getting there. He's getting there, so excited about that. All right, I did talk with head coach Steven Alexander, head coach of the Douglass Trojans, on his thoughts on the game tonight. It's a big regional tournament matchup, obviously against the Chickasha boys team. Here's my conversation with Coach Steve Alexander. In the throes of the postseason, this is, a time that is extremely important. You got a big game tonight against Chickasha, but I look back again on the regular season. I don't want to look too far back, but it just seems like this is a place that you've been destined to be. You've been here for the past 3 years, and you guys look like you're having so much fun with it. I mean, this is the epitome of high school basketball, these 3 weeks leading up to the state tournament. This is the best part of the season, and it looks like your Douglass Trojans are having a good time while you're here.
Yeah, just for us, I just try to teach my team that, you want to make sure that you have an even keel around this time of year. And you don't want to put too much pressure on yourself. You want to believe in the work that you've put in all season long. You don't get to this time of year to start getting uptight, to start not believing in the work and in the preparation that we've already put in to be here. So, yeah, I mean, for us, like I said, we have some 20-25 kids that only going to get a few more practices in this gym. So I want them to be good. I want them to be epic. But I also, at the end of the day, it's preparation. You'll always see us preparing.
Talk about that. We'll talk about this week in terms of preparation leading up to the game tonight. How's that been?
Yeah, I mean, it's been great. I mean, guys are tuned in. We try to do the best we can of managing guys' body around this time of year. That's so important. A lot of teams try to hurry and get ready. We try to look at it like we've already prepared ourselves, and now it's about managing our guys and making sure that they're at their best. At the end of the day, I always say as a coach, my job is to try to get a kid to play his very best at this time of year. I take pride in that. So I just want to make sure that I'm doing my job as the coach and preparing them, as for preparation, but at the same time rest as well.
Now, I ask you this all the time. How do you want to start? This is such an important game, and each game from here on out gets more and more important. So you want to get off to a fast start. Felt like your team played better in the second half last game, more so than the first. Did you view it as that, and what's the key to a fast start here?
Well, first of all, credit to all of these teams that are playing us. I mean, I feel like they're giving us their best shot, and I feel like our kids are responding well. Around this time of year, nobody wants to go home. Nobody wants to lose. I mean, we have to want to win more than the next team does. I think that we do that at times, but I also think that sometimes we get over anxious. There is a such thing as being a little too anxious to be able to do what you need to do, rather than having, like I talked about, an even keel, knowing exactly what the plan is, rather than just going strictly off of energy. Our kids play with good energy, but at times I have to remind them that it has to be a laser focus with that energy. And I thought that the second half of last game, we started to show that laser focus. And even as well as a coach, I'm always a coach that takes ownership. There were some adjustments that I needed to make last game, and me as a coach, I'm still getting myself into full-fledged where I need to be. So I don't mind adjusting, to whatever the other team may do. And so as a unit, I feel like we're reaching that time of year to where adjustments have to be made. They have to be able to make the adjustment and carry out the mission. And they did that in the second half of last game.
2 games deep into the postseason, is there anybody on your team that you've just been impressed with? It's like, geez, these guys get it. They're dialed in, they're focused, and I'm seeing it on the court. Is there anybody that's impressed you?
We talked about a couple of guys being ready around this time of year, and I feel like Big Chris Harris is doing a really good job this year preparing himself for this time of year. And I feel like Kingston Hall has done a really good job of preparing himself for this time of year. And it's going to take guys like this to get us where we want to go. I feel like Encam House has been preparing himself for this time of year. And it's going to take guys like that, if we're going to hold up that gold ball at the end, it's going to take guys like that to step up and make plays when nobody expects them to, except myself, of course. So I believe in every single guy that's on the roster. But those three guys, I can honestly say, I feel like in the last 2 games have taken a step forward as far as their preparation and how they played.
Now, one thing I wanted to get your opinion on is if you win tonight, you play on Saturday, you'll have Friday to prepare, and then Saturday it's back to game time. But if you lose, you turn around and play next day, on Friday tomorrow. So how do you navigate that with such a short period of time to prepare and scout your next opponent? Still don't know who that is.
Right.
How do you utilize that?
It's once again, that's what I feel like the past of our season has prepared us for. We've been all across the nation playing, and we don't know who we're going to play the next day sometimes. And as coaches, it's challenging to try to get a scouting report out. As players, it's challenging to have to go from one style of play to the next style of play. And that's why our schedule is built the way it's built. That's why I put the amount of pressure that I put not only on the players, but myself and my coaching staff to be able to adjust from game to game. Now, as a coach, you always plan to win. That's always our plan. So we try to go off of that more than anything, and then just kind of see what happens from there.
Coach Steven Alexander, head coach of the Douglass Trojans, thanks for talking with us. Good luck tonight. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Sweet.
All right, that was Coach Steven Alexander, and we've got the starting lineups being announced here tonight at Douglass High School Gymnasium. And it's going to be number 23, Jaden Nickens, number 3, Jaden Williams, number 4, Deshaun Snoop Ransom, and number 11, Devon Scott Jones. Am I missing anybody else?
You are not, but I do have the starting lineup for the visiting team, Chickasha. It'll be number 3, Brick Hodges, number 4, Caden Boswell, number 5, Austin Kinslow, number 10, J.K. Van Ness, and number 15, Brody Ross.
All right, we're about to get this game underway here. We've got a bunch of people talking on the stream. All right, Nate Green says, hello, guys. Purcell 44, McLeod 44. So that means the Douglass Trojans will play Purcell on Saturday at 6 o'clock. In the winner of this game here, the boys, Chickasha or Douglass, will play immediately following that game on Saturday night. The loser will play, I think, at 2:30 on tomorrow's start. So what was the final score for the Trojans? God, what was the final score?
A lot to not enough.
78 to
They won
to
by
20
70 piece.
Yeah, something like that.
In
It
the
was
playoffs.
Dominant,
That's unreal.
dominant night for the Douglass Trojans. And we'll see if it can be a dominant night here for the Douglass Trojans. We'll get this game started. Jaden Williams wins the tip, goes to Devon Scott. He drives, kicks it to the corner. Great ball movement. Jaden Nickens attacks, puts up the shot. No good, no foul. Rebound, Chickasha. Here come the Fighting Chicks on the left side. Needs help. Jaden Williams is right there in the face of the offensive player, and somehow he completes the pass barely, and it gets knocked out of bounds. And Tyler Williams knocked the ball out of the hands of Chickasha, but somehow it touched number 5.
Yep, he deflected it
Austin
off of
Kinslow.
Yep, he deflected off of Kinslow's leg, so it's Trojan basketball now. Here's the east side splash bro, Devon Scott Jones.
And he pulls up mid-range. Can he get the shooter's roll? No. Chickasha with the rebound. Now they'll go left to Austin Kinslow, who's the point guard for Chickasha. Fakes right, goes left. Tyler Williams right in front of his face, trying to play tenacious defense and force a turnover. They go to number 15, Brody Ross. Brody almost gets the ball stolen by Deshaun Snoop Ransom, gets knocked out of bounds.
Yep.
Chickasha will inbound the pass. It will be Kinslow to do so. Fires over to Caden Boswell. Back to Kinslow. Gets double teamed. Somehow gets rid of it. Jaden Nickens makes the steal, goes right. Baseline, kicks it to the corner to Devon Scott Jones for 3. No good. Deshaun Snoop Ransom gets the rebound. No good. Another offensive board by Tyler Williams. Gets the shot blocked
by Brody Ross, the big man for Chickasha. And Chickasha comes up with the rebound.
They go right, get cross half court, trapped by the Trojans. Breaks the double team, throws up the floater. No good. Rebound to Snoop Ransom. Jaden Nickens bringing it up the floor. Middle. Now left side, looking for some room to go. Throws it cross court to Williams, to left to Jaden Williams, who makes it rain 3-pointers.
He said, "I make it rain." That's Jay Will from the wing. Great ball movement leads to a wide open 3.
And
a block by Snoop Ransom.
Goodness.
An angry block.
Defending the rim the best way possible. Here's Jay Will to Jay Nick. Drives baseline, reverse layup. He's feeling it. Trojans up 5-0 to start the game.
Yep,
Chickasha.
phenomenal baseline drive by Jaden Nickens and finishes up and under. Jay Will with the steal.
Now it's 2-on-2. Jay Will just going to take it all the way off the glass. Can't get it to go. Snoop Ransom with the board. Throws it out to Tyler Williams on the wing. He's going to restart their half-court set, but Jaden Nickens says, "Let me shoot it." No good. Off the backboard, rebounded Chickasha. Down 5. Caden Boswell bringing it up. Now goes left to Kinslow. Kinslow trying to cross over Jay Will, and that's really difficult to do. He's one of the best on-ball defenders here in Oklahoma. Now they're just going to take it slow and try to get the left side. Try to decide how they want to get closer, and there's a timeout.
Yep, timeout by
Roger.
Chickasha. Probably a smart timeout, trying to settle his guys down, because that was a very quick 5 points by Douglass.
Right.
Fast-paced game from the jump as expected.
Yeah, had some missed shots, but they're taking open shots. And I think sometimes even if, you're taking your shots, sometimes they go in, sometimes they don't. I mean, once they start knocking down some open shots, I think that, be more consistent. But so far, I like the ball movement. I love the defensive prowess that is this Douglass Trojan basketball team. They get after it on the defensive end. They don't get tired. Why? Why don't they get tired?
Conditioning. All the conditioning that they do behind closed doors with Coach Steven Alexander takes it serious, and it shows. I mean, the product shows itself on the court every time.
Chickasha's going to inbound it. Ooh, he almost lost his footing. That's Caden Boswell at the basketball, trying to get past Devon Scott-Jones. Good luck. Crossing him over to left side. He goes left. Now he's going right. Tries to find a back door.
Deflected out of bounds by Monty House.
Yeah, off the fingertips of Monty House. You heard our conversation in the pregame show. Ooh, wide open 3-point shot by Chickasha. Knocked it down. You're not going to get a more open shot than that, J.K. Van S.
I mean, he was wide open. Nobody even came out to contest that shot. Easy 3-pointer for Chickasha.
Douglass up 2 with the basketball. Jaden Nickens left to Devon Scott-Jones. He goes off the screen on the right side to Jaden Williams. Jaden looking, deciding, finds Kingston Hall at the high post to Monty House in the corner for 3. Knocked it down!
What a phenomenal assist by Kingston Hall. Finds Monty House in the corner for a big 3, and here comes Chickasha on the other end.
Oh, what a block by Jaden Nickens. He gets the ball on the right side. Behind the back, he attacks. Throws in the corner again. No good. Chickasha gets the rebound. Now they're going right up the middle, trying to get past Jaden Williams. Chickasha on the far right side. Double team. Still gets rid of it. 3-point shot by Chickasha, no good. Offensive board, trying to put it back up, but the Trojans are making it tough. Monty, Jay Will with the block, putting up the shot. He'll go to the free throw line for 2. I think they'll call the foul on Jaden Williams, but right before that shot, it was a beautiful block by Jay Will.
Nice block, all ball by Jay Will, but it is going to be Chickasha at the free throw line for 2 shots. The score's 8-3, Douglass on top.
He can cut the deficit, misses the first 3.
Yep, can't hit on the first.
Yeah, you can't make this a habit against these Douglass Trojans. Beautiful 3-point shot by Inkem House Jr. Motti doing a great job. Does make one of them, so Douglass gets the ball back up 3. They go right to Devon Scott-Jones in the corner, down low to an open Jay Will. He's going to get the shot blocked, and it's fighting for the ball. He comes up with it. He needs help. He's looking for help and finds Jaden Nickens right there on the far left side. They go to Monty House, who goes to the right to Devon Scott-Jones for 3. No good. Offensive, defensive rebound here for Chickasha. Douglass doesn't think about it. Right back on defense, trying to get this ball back now. Ball moving along the perimeter on the far right side for Chickasha. They've got to be creative, and they find the open man who gets the bucket, number 15, Brody Ross.
Yeah, great movement by Brody Ross in the painted area to come over and finish with the turnaround Jay.
Douglass with the ball, 2-point game. Jay Will for 3. Knock it down.
The shooter's roll is good for Jaden Williams, one of those East Side Splash brothers.
Yeah, it quickly went from a 2-point game to a 5-point game just like that.
In the blink of an eye, this is how fast the Douglass Trojans play basketball and how quick they can get hot.
Yeah, we want to thank everybody for tuning in to PPBC TV for this Thursday night regional tournament action here live from Douglass Gymnasium. Let's go back to the comments. Who we got? Nate Green is down there. BJ Carruthers. Yeah, it was something like that, 85-17. They got in the 80s, the Douglass Trojans.
Yeah, somebody told them to score 100 with like a minute 30 left.
Yeah, it's impossible.
Didn't do it, but I
hard to
mean,
do.
phenomenal game by the Trojans.
Packed gym here tonight. Great basketball atmosphere.
A lot of people like coming to watch the Douglass Trojans play basketball, and I get it. High-level play. Here comes Chickasha with the ball now.
All right, they're going to fight on the far right side. Goes left, loses control, but regains it. Trevor Snell is right there causing havoc. Monty House is trying to get the steal. Kingston Hall is going to guard the ball. Now they're going to switch. Kingston Hall in front of Drake Hodges. And here is Ross, turns around, no good. Rebounded Devon Scott Jones, and he pushes it up the floor, but loses control, and Monty House gets it, throws it right to Jaden Williams, the senior guard. He's got 2 state championship rings. He's trying to get a third. Here's Devon Scott Jones for 3.
Wide open. They got there a little too late. Devon Scott Jones makes them pay from the corner.
Long pass to the far left side to Chickasha. Number 3, Brick Hodges puts up the shot. No, well, it is good.
Yeah.
It is good. They made the bucket, got it within 8. I'm sorry.
Fade away
6.
Jumper is good for Brick Hodges.
6-point difference. Trevor Snell to Devon Scott Jones, drives baseline, needs help, finds a wide open Monty House for a mid-range jumper, in and out. Rebounded Chickasha. Now they're moving it up the court. J.K. Van S. Caden Boswell gets it on the wing. Now goes to his teammate. Gets knocked. Doesn't go out of bounds. Chickasha regains possession here. They're just moving it around the perimeter, deciding how they want to get closer to the rim. Austin Kinslow, loose ball. Devon Scott Jones gets it. Euro step, misses the shot, no foul. Chickasha gets the board. Now they're back down the court in the blink of an eye. Caden Boswell to number 5, Austin Kinslow. Kinslow gets double teamed. He somehow regains. Finds Ross at the block, wide open for the bucket. It's a 4-point game. Douglass up 4, 14-10 with the basketball. Snell to Devon Scott Jones for 3. Knock it down. Yahtzee.
The heat check is good for Devon Scott on the other side of the court. You just got to put a hand in his face, and they don't. That's Devon Scott Jones. Another tray.
Chickasha with the ball, 35 seconds left, and the ball get tipped. Going to remain Chickasha basketball off the fingertips of Jaden Williams. Jaden Williams is going to take a breather. Tyler Williams is back in the game. On the floor for Douglass is Kingston Hall, Trevor Snell, Monty House, and Devon Scott Jones. Now, Devon Scott is going to take a quick breather, and Jaden Nickens is going to come into the game, the Kansas Jayhawk commit. Here we go, Chickasha. Far left side trying to push off Tyler Williams to his teammate. Trevor Snell's right there at the top of the key defending the ball. And there's pretty good ball movement by Chickasha right now. They tried to get it down low. Jaden Nickens with the steal. Fires it to Tyler Williams. He goes up with the easy layup. Trojans up 9 with 10 seconds left in the first quarter. Chickasha's going to have to get this last shot off. 5 seconds left. Now they get trapped.
Can they even get a shot off? No, they can't.
So.
Here's Nickens.
No good. I thought he got it off, though. If they had made the shot, I think he got it off just barely. But, wow, fast-paced game. We expected it. That's kind of the style for the Douglass Trojans. Get up and get down the court as quickly as possible. When you get a bucket, don't celebrate. Just get right back on defense. That's how they operate. There's plenty of time to celebrate later. It's just about executing the game plan and getting many points as possible and getting as many stops as possible as well, and let the score take care of itself.
And they're really good at all of those things that you just mentioned. What's really impressive is when they get those defensive rebounds, it's a full-on sprint for all the Douglass Trojans to get down the court. They want to put all the pressure on that Chickasha defense in transition, make them try to play their pace. So far, Chickasha is trying to keep up, but we will see in due time if they can keep up the full game. Not many people can do that, because Douglass is so fast, so well-conditioned, and they just wear you down. We'll see how long Chickasha can try to keep up that same pace. They will start out with the basketball in this second quarter of play. We got some new players in the game. Kaysen Brewington is in the game for Chickasha.
Yeah, Dylan Curtis, the freshman, number 20, is in the game as well for Chickasha. Let's see, Savannah Miller says, let's go, senior Devon Scott Jones. And Tammy Hawkins says, leaving OKC, but must watch them boys. Go, Devon. Nana is watching. All right. Trojans on defense right now, trying to get a stop. They're pushing Chickasha backwards. And I don't know how. Oh, wow. That's a reach-in foul on Trevor Snell. It looked like it was all ball. I don't know how the time clock. Isn't it a 5 count?
I'm not sure how it works at the high school level. It'd be interesting to get a rule book and actually dive deep into it, but nonetheless, it's still going to stay with Chickasha. The defense on that little short possession was just crazy. Tyler Williams was just bodying a guy. Tried to get past him, but they couldn't. They call it a foul on Snell.
Brewington gets the inbounds, hands off to Fink. Throws to Ross. And Douglass doubles, forces the turnover. Devon Scott Jones fires it to Nickens. Cleared for liftoff.
They call it an elevation change. That's Jaden Nickens with the two-handed jam.
You can now remove your seatbelt. Thanks for flying.
With Southwest Airlines.
With Air Nickens. And there's the floater. Doesn't get it to fall.
That's Monty House takes the charge, gets his feet set, and gives his team the basketball. So
all right, we've got a lot of whistles here. We got some changing of the guards. We got Chris.
Big
C.J. Harris is in the game, the 6'10 sophomore.
21-10 Douglass.
Look for him to get the ball right on the block and get that turnaround shot. Motti to Nickens on the right side. Nickens to the corner. Devon Scott Jones for 3. Ooh.
That is 3 threes in a row for Devon Scott Jones. The kid is on fire.
Doing what he does. He's one of the best shooters in the state of Oklahoma and has been for a long time. Here's Chickasha trying to get a shot off, trying to get an open shot. Here's Ross. No good. A rebound to Tyler Williams. Does a great job of crashing the boards for this Trojan team. Now he's going to drive baseline, needs help. Steps out of bounds, lost control of the ball. It happens sometimes. It will be rewarded to the Chickasha Fighting Chicks, who are down 14. Scores 24-10. It's been a while since they've gotten a bucket here. 6:24 left in the second quarter. Fires it down court, completes it. He puts up the shot, no good. Devon Scott Jones with the rebound. Now he's uphill, now downhill. Goes left, steps back, kicks it to Motti. Motti drives, finds cross court to Tyler Williams, fakes the shot, throws it back to Devon Scott Jones for 3. Knocks it down!
You kidding me? Devon Scott Jones, 4 3 balls in a row.
Chickasha, far left side, gets across half court. Tyler Williams right in front of him. You got Jackson Fink with the basketball. He gets trapped. He steps out of bounds or dribbles out of bounds. And Douglass will get rewarded the basketball.
Yep, he's a little rattled, Coach. Great trap defense by the Douglass Trojans.
Momentum has shifted in a big way to the Douglass Trojans' favor here in the second quarter. Chickasha gave up a pretty good fight in the first quarter, but now Douglass has created some separation.
Yep, like I said, can they keep up? So far, the second quarter has been all Douglass Trojans.
Here's Monty House to Jay Nick. High post to Devon, mid-range, money.
He is just feeling it from all different levels. That time, the mid-range fadeaway jumper is good for Devon Scott Jones.
All right, here's J.K. Van Essen, gets it to his teammate for a three-point attempt. No good, and it's just a loose ball. Chris Harris gets it. CJ's going to fire it over to Devon Scott Jones on the left side. Now he's going to give it to Monty. Monty's a cool, calm presence offensively. Finds Tyler Williams at the high post. Now goes back to Devon.
Pull up.
Deep three.
Bang, bang, bang. Devon Scott from the top of the key. That's 5 3 balls in a row by number 11.
Somebody get a fire extinguisher. Devon Scott Jones' fingers are on fire right now, and he gets the rebound.
Let it fly.
Yeah, he's going downhill.
Fly.
Kind of slid a little bit. Found Nickens back to Devon. Now left side to Monty House. Drives baseline. Fires it to Tyler Williams. Williams to Monty for three. No good. Rebound Chickasha. They go to the right side. Boswell with the basketball right in front of Devon Scott Jones. Now goes right to his teammate. Tried to get it to high post. Loose ball. Chickasha comes up with it. Finds Brewington. Brewington goes to the top of the key to Boswell. Now wide open three. An interesting shot strategy there for
he had a good look, but it just didn't drop. Here's Jaden Nickens.
Devon Scott Jones, do I see 6? No, I don't. And fighting for a rebound, Chickasha comes up with it. I thought CJ was going to snag that, but Chickasha gets it. Now this young man has to get through. Jaden Nickens, loose ball. Kenny Forth is just tremendous effort now by Jaden Nickens.
Aggressive
on
defense.
Brewington fakes right, goes left, stolen by Devon Scott Jones.
2-on-2 fast break.
There is a frustration foul called on Austin Kinslow. I think he felt Devon was going to sneak away and get the lay-in bucket. So
that or Devon Scott Jones was going to put him on a poster. So probably a smart foul by Chickasha to avoid that highlight.
Kingston Hall is in the game, the junior guard / forward for the Douglass Trojans, number 1. He inbounds it to Nickens, top of the key. 3:35 left in the second quarter. Trojans up 32-10. Finds Nathan Ashmore on the block, and he bullies his way to a shot attempt. He was fouled. Shot was no good, but he'll go to the free throw line for 2, and that's something that I've really seen Nathan Ashmore take advantage of, is not be afraid when those defenders are just hounding you right around the block. He's going to go up strong and get the shot off. If he doesn't make the shot, he's drawing the foul, and that's been a consistent theme with him so far this year.
Yep, the key is go up strong no matter how many defenders around you. And Big Nate, he comes in and makes his presence felt. Defense, rebounding, really good player for Douglass.
Drives baseline, now gets double teamed. Kinslow, almost stolen by Devon Scott Jones, is just right there in front of the ball. And there's a great defensive effort right there in the corner. Chickasha's got it. Has to fight for the double team, almost stolen by Jaden Nickens, but Nathan Ashmore is going to come up with it. They're going to call Jaden Nickens with a reach-in foul. It's going to be Chickasha basketball.
Yep, he was going for that steal and bumped into one of those Chickasha players. He's still on the floor. Definitely love to see Jaden get up. They're going to need him to go down the stretch in this playoff run.
Tiffany Harris says, chill, Devon Scott Jones.
Chill out, my man.
He is the fire starter tonight.
Oh, for sure.
Chickasha just dying for a bucket right now, and Douglass is playing tremendous defense here in the second quarter. Chickasha trying to penetrate and get an open shot, but can't seem to do it. Nathan Ashmore, great on-ball defender right there. They throw it cross court. Three-point shot, knocked it down. Big shot for Chickasha. I think that was J.K. Van Ness. Yes,
yep,
it was.
It sure was. Devon Scott got out there and challenged it, but Van Ness still gets it to go from the corner.
Coach Steven Alexander talking to his team, directing traffic, calling out the play. Now Nickens is going to start this half-court set. Goes right, finds Big Chris underneath with the dunk
Throw it down, big man. CJ with the jam.
How do you stop that? Like when he gets the ball
You
right
gotta foul
underneath the
him.
goal, how do you stop that?
Get dunked on or foul him. Those are your two options.
Here's Chickasha. Nathan Ashmore. They cross up, gets past him, puts up the shot.
I think they're going to get Big Chris with that foul. So Chickasha will go to the free throw line. That is a shooting foul. It's going to be J.K. Van Ness.
And Coach Alexander's kind of arguing on his behalf. Said, hey, what can my guy do? He's just standing straight up.
Yep, that's exactly right. So your score is 34-13. Douglas Trojans up big. They went on a run, and they went on a run really quick to start this second quarter, led by the sniper himself, Devon Scott Jones.
Right, J.K. Van Ness is going to attempt some free throws here for Chickasha. And misses it. Loose ball, Nathan Ashmore comes up with it, fires it over to Jay Will. Jaden Williams going to bring it right side to Devon Scott Jones, back to Jay Will. Jay Will's directing traffic, saying, hey, let's get open. High post to Devon. Devon, mid-range, blocked. Chickasha, but then he gets the steal back, goes right to Jaden Williams. He crosses him over left. He'll break some ankles now. Jay Will's ball handling skills really good. Goes right to Devon. Devon throws it to Big Chris. Get some of that and take it home in a brown paper sack.
Big Chris said, you like that? You like that? There's a whole lot more of that. Big
All right,
Chris.
here we go.
Dominant.
Chickasha with the ball down, 36-13 with 1:05 left. Kylan Miller drives, gets the bucket for Chickasha. They needed that just to get some sort of momentum to show face here in the second quarter. Jaden Williams to Devon. Devon tried to get it to Chris. Chris was communicating with
Feed
his
the
other
big man.
team.
That's
teammate.
a mismatch. You got to feed him down low right now.
Get this man the ball. He's going to destroy J.K. Van Ness if he gets the basketball. Here's Kingston Hall, and they're going to let this dribble out.
Yep, I think they
Okay,
might be holding it for the last
seconds.
second.
Yeah, they want the last shot. They don't want to give Chickasha an opportunity here to score one more time here in the second quarter. So they're going to let this clock tick. But you look at Chris
I'm just
Harris.
looking at that size disadvantage.
I know, right?
I mean, just feed the guy.
I know.
Let him go
I
to
love
work.
I love it. Here momentarily at halftime, we're going to talk with one of the Douglas Trojans, one of their senior leaders, Brianna Jones, here at halftime. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Here's Devon. He's going. Jump step. Fires in the corner. Jaden Williams for three. Knocked it down.
Perfect execution on that set. Devon Scott Jones creates, finds his east side splash bro on the corner. That's Jay Will for three.
Beautiful way to end the second quarter. I felt like the first half was a little back and forth. Credit Chickasha for coming out strong. But it was Douglas that said, okay, now you're going to play our game here in the second quarter. And they were really, really resilient on defense, created a lot of turnovers, and were able to knock down. How many three-pointers did Devon have?
He had 5 in a row. The kid is on
Where's
fire
the fire
tonight.
department?
You got to look at the score. At the end of the first quarter, Douglas is only up by 9.
Right.
Now the score is 39-15. They just went on a tear in that second quarter.
Let's introduce one of the stars for this Douglas Trojan basketball team. We gotta get her on film here. Senior Brianna Jones, and that's not her name, Dylan Tribble. We'll have our producer figure that out here in a minute. But yeah, Brianna right there, and so proud of just the way you and your team played today. Felt like you really were comfortable out there offensively. You were scoring in transition. You were get up and down the floor. You controlled the tempo. It was, I mean, I don't want to say a perfect game. I think if you ask Coach Wood, she's like, I don't think I've seen my team play a perfect game, but that's awful close, Brianna.
Yeah, we made a couple mistakes, but besides that, it was a really good game.
I mean, did you find out how many points you scored in transition today? Because you get stops and then it's off to the races. And your teammates just oftentimes, I feel like they're just throwing it down court blind, knowing that you're somewhere in the vicinity. And you catch the ball and then you go score. That's just been a constant theme with you and your basketball team. is just, getting up and down the floor. Is that, would you call it that?
Yeah, pretty much transition.
It's like an every. See, it's amazing to us, but to you, it's like, that's just how we play. That's how we practice.
Real fast-paced team.
Yeah. Now, you're, I think, our listeners let us know. I think you're playing Purcell on Saturday.
Yes, we are.
Did you get that info too?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, yeah. So Saturday, 6 o'clock, you win that one, then you go to area, and you're one step closer to a state tournament. And I think, that's where your destiny resides. We'll find out what happens there, but you've still got to take care of business. You don't want to look too far ahead. Me and Dylan, as basketball fans, it's hard for us to not do that.
Yeah.
But we enjoy watching you play. And who else stood out to you today that you felt like had a really good game?
I feel like Nakaya. She was running the court very well. She played really good defense today. She got a lot of steals, rebounds. I feel like she really showed up today.
All right, our producer, I guess he went to go take a bathroom break, but, we've got our Dylan Tribble and my names up there. So that's Brianna Jones, for those that are wondering. He's one of the leaders of this Douglass Trojet team. I think it was 84 points today.
Yes, sir.
Golly.
We just wanted you guys to get 100. Is that too much to ask for?
Well, we didn't. Don't put me in that.
He said don't put him in that.
But there
right.
were some viewers on the live stream that said, hey, might as well put up 100, but there was like a minute and a half left. And then you guys still, got above the 80-point level. But, it just seemed like you were in the zone today and you felt comfortable. You were out to do one thing, and that's just to go out and win big. You did.
Yes, we did.
Yeah. Jaslyn Brown is somebody, we interviewed her before the game, and she's just been a strong threat down low. And Nakaya Burge as well. Nakaya made a bunch of plays tonight. And your post plays, because you're a guard, but you can play a lot of different positions. And we know what Jordan Anderson is, Justice Woods, like you're guard heavy, but you got some bigger players that are really tough.
Yeah.
In Nakaya Burge and Jaslyn Brown. And Dariana Gates played really well today.
Yes,
we were impressed with her. What was that like for you, watch her, have a good game?
It feels great knowing that our lower classmen can step up and do the same thing that our upperclassmen can do, that it's not just the people that start, that it's about everybody on the bench. Everybody is a piece on the team. It's not just the people that start.
Yeah, and when you start finding rhythm with everybody, everybody made a play today. I thought Promise Craig came in and gave you some real good quality minutes. Jordan Anderson is just a constant threat in making buckets. It's like an all-star team in a way. What do you think, Dylan?
Yeah, I just have one question for you, Brianna Jones. Who do you get your speed from? Your mom, your dad, or a little bit of both? Because I think you're one of the fastest players in girls basketball.
I would say my dad, but honestly, I think it just came from me. I don't think it really came from either one of them.
You just got it like that.
Yeah, I think it just a hidden talent. Well, not a hidden talent, but my little talent.
All right. Well, as a commentator, it's really fun to watch you in transition. I always say you in fast break, I don't think there's anybody in the state that can catch up with you with your speed. Another question for you. What is your favorite hoop shoe, and who gets to pick the team shoes? Last year, it was the purple Katie's. Who got to pick those orange Jordans that you guys wore tonight?
Well, we have two team shoes. We got the black Sabrinas, and then we got those orange Jordans. The seniors, we pick all the gear.
Okay.
But those orange shoes, I give those out to Coach Wood. She picked those out. She surprised us.
They look nice. You guys really look good tonight as a team. You brought the energy, and it's fun to commentate.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. What is if you could only listen to one song before every game, what would your go-to track be, Brianna Jones?
I don't feel like I have a go-to song. I feel like I got to sit there, I just got to listen to my teammates in the locker room.
Okay.
I don't feel like it's a song. I feel like my teammates get me locked in.
Yeah.
I feel like it's those conversations before the game, or
Makes
it
sense.
could just be like some little tunes. Let's just getting hyped. That's what gets me ready for the game. I don't feel like it's a song. I feel like it's just my teammates.
So is that your pregame routine? You're like music-less? It's more of just, kind of being around your teammates?
Yeah, I do have my headphones on, but I'm not really listening to the music. I'm feeling out my teammates' vibes.
Yeah, gotcha. And your team got to the gym early, and we're doing shoot around, way before we even got here. Is that something that is it more of a process of just getting yourself mentally prepared for battle?
I don't feel like mentally prepared, but we just know where we want to be, and we know that if we got to get in the gym a little bit earlier, then that's what we need to do.
Well, we think you played some really good basketball, and we look forward to seeing it Saturday night. What's that process going to be like over the next couple days? Because you're going to have tomorrow to prepare, but then you got to be ready to go by 6 o'clock on Saturday.
Yeah.
What are you doing with your time?
Well, tomorrow we probably got a little practice, not too much, something like get some shots up, walk through some things for Purcell. And then Saturday we'll get to the gym, eat as a team, get some shots up, and be ready to play. All
right. That's Brianna Jones, basketball team. We thank you very much and look forward to talking with you again very, very soon if you want. If you got another teammate that wants to get some airtime, we'd love to put some recognition for y'all's accomplishments here tonight. So if you got a teammate that wants to talk, send them up.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Brianna Jones, ladies and gentlemen, senior guard for the Trojans. Let's go to the comments section. See if anybody. Let's just see. Chill, Big Chris, chill. Big Chris with 2 dunks. Unbelievable performance so far. You can't stop that. When Chris gets that ball underneath the goal, he's just, if he wants what he wants, good luck stopping him, right?
Yeah, if the man wants to eat, which he can do on a night in, night out basis, then good luck stopping him. He's very powerful, very tall, and it's a difficult task for any defender in the painted area against Big Chris.
All right, minute 13 left until the third quarter. Let's bring in Nakiah Burge here. Nakiah Burge, the senior forward.
Oh, no, don't say that. She's only a junior.
Sorry. Yeah, junior forward Nakiah Burge, who just plays like a fifth-year senior college basketball player. That's just what it looks like to me. Nakiah, you played outstanding tonight.
Thank you.
How did it feel out there?
It felt good. It felt fun. We were ready to get out, set the tone. That's what we came out and did, and we had fun while doing it, so it was good.
Yeah, it just seemed like you guys established rhythm really quickly. That was one of my questions for a lot of your teammates leading up to this game was, okay, you've got all these weapons. You've got all these different talents. How do you put it together, and how do you get off to a fast start and build a lead early? Well, you didn't really have to answer the question. We just saw it really quickly. I think it was, what was the score, 33, 35, nothing before we blinked an eye?
A lot to not nearly
like
enough.
Who impressed you tonight, teammate-wise?
I'd say probably Markia Pratt, just because she pushed herself. She pushed herself whenever she, is going through what she's going through. She kept pushing, so I can give the game to her for pushing herself.
Yeah, we thought Dariana Gates had a really good game tonight too.
Yeah, she did. She did. She's a really good player, and she's gonna be good.
I didn't know she had a handle like that. Did you teach her some things in the off season?
Yeah, we train, so we work on it. She's just so nonchalant and she's funny.
Well, she's getting more confident. We saw her go coast to coast a couple times, and she wasn't shy about it. That senior, I keep calling her a senior because she looks like a collegiate senior, but she's a junior in high school. Nakiah Burge, one of the leaders on this Douglass Trojet basketball team. What do you think of the guys, Nakiah?
They're good. I love watching our team play. They work, and they work on the court at practice. They're always working. So, it's good to see them being out here, winning games and working.
Nakiah Burge, junior forward. Really, really happy with just the way she's played this season and tonight. And hopefully you can have a monster game on Saturday and stamp your ticket to the area tournament.
Yes.
Nakiah Burge, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Nakiah. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
We'll see you Saturday.
All right. So Chickasha with the basketball. There's stolen by Jaden Nickens. Cleared for takeoff. Here we go. Not much of a dunk there, but it's a bucket.
Yeah, he took it easy on the rim. Normally he's very angry, but that time he's like, I'm just going to lay this in real easy, like make it look smooth.
Jaden Boswell to his teammate, and I think they're going to call a foul on Tyler Williams. He didn't really agree with it. All right, is that a timeout? It is a timeout. You know what? We're going to take a timeout here as well. We'll be right back for the rest of this third quarter. 43-15 right now. Douglass Trojans on top.
Hey sports fans, get ready to step into the world of championships with Super Prep Live, hosted by Miles Perry, only on OKC Sports Radio 105.3 FM. Dive deep into the lives of high school and college athletes with exclusive interviews and insight that reveals what makes them great. Follow Super Prep across all social networks to never miss a moment. It's Super Prep Live with Miles Perry. Tune in, get inspired, and stay connected. Visit OKCSportsRadio.com.
All right, we are back. 6:54 left in the third quarter. A lot of basketball to be played. Stolen by Jaden Nickens. He's going right side, and he's splitting defenders, trying to attack the rim. Did he get the shot off? Is that out of bounds?
No, it was blocked by number 15, Brody Ross for Chickasha. He's had about 4 blocks on the night.
All right, Jaden Williams going to inbound it. Tried to find Jaden Nickens. Jaden Williams was trying to find Jaden Nickens underneath the goal.
Yep, there's 2 Jadens on this team, both very great basketball players. Still Douglass Trojans basketball.
We got 2 Williams there, too. Nickens gets the inbound pass through the legs, fires a three-pointer, knocked it down. Jaden Nickens.
Too much sauce. Shows off the handle and then hits him with that quick pull-up.
Here's Jay Will. He got fouled. Recovered the loose ball. I think it was tipped by Devon Scott Jones. And Jaden Williams, the senior, got it. Drew the foul. He'll go to the free throw line for 2.
It's so impressive how they can just jump in those passing lanes so quickly, cut off the passes. They look like a bunch of Ed Reeds out there just flocking to the basketball the entire game.
Oh, in and out. That's an uncommon miss from Jaden Williams. Snoop Ransom's going to switch spots with Devon Scott Jones. Here's Jaden's shot, knocks it down. All right, 47-15, Douglass on top. A lot of basketball for the rest of the night, and Chickasha completes it, but almost stolen by the Douglass Trojans. Jaden Williams was just knocking that ball loose, and Snoop Ransom almost went and got it, but it eventually went out of bounds. Chickasha will take over, inbound it from baseline. Finds a mid-range jump shot. Caden Boswell knocks it down to get point number 17. Now Devon Scott Jones on the wing. Now the top of the key to Jay Will. Jay Will calling out the play. Devon Scott Jones on the right side gets the ball back to Jay Will. Now goes left to Nickens. Nickens holding it, dribbling it, cuts off a screen on the right side. He just made a 3. Needs help. He's going to shoot it again. No good. Rebound, offensive rebound by Jaden Williams. Going to give it right back to Jaden Nickens, who goes right to Devon Scott Jones. Back to Nickens. Center court right by the logo. 6:05 left in the third. Williams, high post to Devon. Devon fakes right, goes, spins, looks for Snoop Ransom. Trying to go up for the shot, but got him blocked. They're going to call a foul on Chickasha.
Yep, I think they got a foul on the big fella, number 15, Brody Ross, going for block number 5 on the night, but that time there's some hand contact, so Snoop Ransom is at the free throw line for 2 shots.
Knocks it down. You know, I'm afraid to compliment the guys when they're at the free throw line because I don't want them to miss it, but I do like Deshaun Snoop Ransom's calmness, his demeanor at the free throw line. It looks like no moment can overtake him emotionally. Now, what would that moment be if it's like the last free throws of a state tournament game?
Right.
I think he's somebody that I would feel confident shooting the basketball in that situation.
Still playing
and
that
stolen.
full court
Devon
defense.
Scott Jones finds Tyler Williams, gets the easy bucket underneath the goal, and Chickasha's got to call a timeout to stop the bleeding. The Douglass Trojans are taking it to them here in the third quarter as well. They've got some separation. They're up 51-17.
Yeah, they created that separation in that second quarter and have not looked back in that rearview mirror since. It's been all gas, no breaks, great defense leading to easy offense.
Let's go with the comments section here on YouTube. Nelson Joan Clark says the commentary is earlier than the video feed, so we might have a little bit of a delay here. Is that possible? All right, this is a packed gym over on our side, and maybe there's the connection. We may have to do a connect reset or something.
We definitely apologize for the delay of the video.
Okay, yeah, I guess there's a little bit of a delay here. Our apologies. There's a lot of people here. We've been connected early on, so probably need to restart that connection at the end of the third quarter or something. But appreciate the comment. We'll try to fix it here momentarily. Vic TV Gang says, I see you, Big Chris. Devon is on fire. Marshall Bill.
Yeah.
Fire Marshall Bill.
That's exactly right.
Oh, that's funny. They got rid of the ball. Van S gets ball in wing. Great ball movement around the perimeter for Chickasha. They find an open shot attempt, no good. And they get the offensive rebound, but it's a loose ball. It goes out of bounds. It will be Douglass basketball.
Yep, deflected out of bounds off of the leg of Caden Boswell. Great defense by Jaden Nickens, and he'll bring the ball up the court for the Trojans. Now it's Monty House Jr. to Devon Scott Jones in the corner.
Point shot, no good. Monty House with the offensive snag. Now he goes up and gets the bucket.
I don't know how he made that.
Monty House Jr., ladies and gentlemen. That's a hustle play.
Literally, as he's falling down, just throws up a miracle shot, and it goes in.
And is that a jump ball or?
I think they're going to get Devon Scott Jones with the foul.
Okay,
yes,
yes,
indeed they are.
Yeah. All right. So I thought he had his thumbs up in the air for a minute. It confused me because I do think it was a foul.
It's going to be Brick Hodges at the free throw line for
Is that
Chickasha.
not the Anchorman guy?
Who? Brick
Steve
Hodges?
Carell and the Anchorman? Brick?
It might be, man. I need to rewatch that movie. That's an
I don't know
all-time
his last
classic.
name. Yeah, okay. All right. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to offend anywhere or make a joke. I was just that's what it sounded like. When
It's
I
a
heard
great movie.
Brick Hodges.
Yeah.
All right. He's going to shoot the shot. Made that one 53-19. 5 minutes, 3 seconds left in the third quarter. Douglass in control, still trying to increase the deficit.
Snoop Ransom's
Still
going to take a
playing
rest.
hard.
In comes Big Chris Harris.
All right, Chris gets the ball on the block. He gets double teamed, dishes to Monty House. Now to Devon Scott Jones.
Ooh,
finds
good
Tyler
pass.
Williams. Great fake, great bucket.
That was such a nasty pass by Devon Scott Jones.
And Chickasha's going to get double teamed and throw it out of bounds, and Douglass is going to get the ball back. They've got all the momentum right now.
They've had it for quite some time and are not letting go of it.
Monty House to the right side to Devon, back to Monty, now to the left side to Nickens. Nickens trying to get through those defenders, throws cross court, three-point shot, no good. Offensive rebound by Tyler Williams. What a play by him. He gives it right back to Devon Scott Jones, who's made 5 3-pointers tonight. Monty gets it, spins, gets closer, loses control, gets knocked out of bounds. It will remain Douglass basketball.
Yes, indeed it will. We'll see what they can come up with on this baseline inbounds play.
Jackson Fink is coming into the game in place of Caden Boswell for Chickasha. Nickens fires to Big Chris. C.J. Harris trying to – he almost got close enough where he was going to come up and go for a dunk. Now we're kind of lost here.
Credit to Brody Ross for not allowing the Big Chris to go up on him and dunk on him.
All right, and lost control, did not catch the pass. Chickasha gets the ball back, drives inside, kicks to the wing. 3-point shot, no good. Rebounded Jaden Nickens, who's pushing through his defenders, loses control. It's going to be off the knee of Chickasha and remain Douglass basketball.
I think they called it off of Jaden Nickens.
That's the wrong call.
Yeah, and I didn't like
call.
where the referee was. She was behind the play when she called it out of bounds on Douglass.
She did not see it from the angle that we were at, but it's not really going to have much of an impact, I don't think. Here's Chickasha in the corner, throws it, and stolen. And they're going to call a blocking foul on Chickasha. And I think if you were to ask Tyler Williams, do you still want that call? He said, no. Let me go score.
But Chickasha wanted that call. Kaysen Brewington taking a body check from Tyler Williams to stop that fast break dunk, most likely.
Kingston Hall is in the game. Monty House, number 24, number 2, Trevor Snell, number 11, Devon Scott Jones. And Chris C.J. Harris, number 43, playing center for the Douglass Trojans. Here's Hall through the legs. Gets to Snell. Snell, jump shot, no good. Chris Harris with the rebound and the putback, and you can't stop him.
The big fella showing off his strength on the block. Big Chris doing big things.
Here's Fink to Miller. Miller's going to back up, goes left to Van Ness. Van Ness is going to go right. Douglass is going to ease up a little bit defensively until now. Now they're going to try and get the steal, and they do. Loose ball, fighting for it, jump ball. And
it's
got a little
chippy down
there. I think it's, Chickasha's a little frustrated. When you're down 57-19 in a regional tournament, you're
not feeling real good about yourself.
Mood.
Exactly. And Kingston Hall, he ain't going to back down from no challenge.
Brewington's going to inbound. It's going to be stolen by Trevor Snell. Devon Scott Jones. Ooh, you leave him open. He's going to get closer. Found Chris Harris. Loses control. It's stolen by Chickasha. Good defensive play. Otherwise, that was going to be Dunk City if they didn't do it. And Coach Stephen Alexander is laying into CJ saying, don't let that happen.
Basically, don't come down with it. Just go straight up. Don't hesitate.
CJ with the rebound. Devon Scott on the right side. Kingston Hall is right there. Look at what Kingston Hall does when the ball's not in his hands. He's making an impact. He's making it tougher. Devon Scott was saying, I'm going to the rim. Who's going to stop me? And Chickasha said, yeah, we will, but we're going to get called for the foul. So,
yeah, I mean, to be quite honest, nobody has stopped Devon Scott Jones tonight. He's been doing whatever he wants on the basketball court, drives the lane, takes a lot of contact, so he's at the free throw line for 2 shots, rocking those mismatched Ja Morant ones on his feet. First free throw, no good for Devon Scott Jones. Got some substitutions for Chickasha.
Look at Coach Alexander getting
it's big number 32, Caden Kimbrough, the freshman. Devon Scott.
Right.
Getting ready to
says these refs are screwing us.
Yeah. Second free throw's good for Devon Scott Jones. 58-19, Douglass on top. 2:23 left in the third.
2:20 left in the third. Here we go. Chickasha, full court pass completed right in front of Chris Harris. And
blocked by Chris.
Fires it to Monty House. Spins. Oh, and Devon gets the tip in. No. But he does get the offensive board, and Kingston Hall comes up with it. Finds Monty House, who gets the foul and the shot to go. Thank you very much. I'll take 2 and 1 more on top.
Yep, the effort on that offensive possession by the whole Douglass squad was unreal. I love it. They don't stop. They keep crashing the boards. Extra opportunities lead to a Monty House bucket and a foul. Free throw's good for Monty.
All right, Brick Hodges, I guess his sister is Kelsey Hodges. She's on the stream here. Oh, what a shot by Chickasha.
Great shot.
Right over Chris.
Over Big Chris, that long arm.
Yeah, Brick Hodges is a senior for this Chickasha team. And Chris Harris gets the ball, can't get it to go. And he slapped hands and was like, dang, I missed an easy one there. That's all right. It's part of growing up. 3-point attempt, loose ball. Who's coming up with it? It's Trevor Snell who goes right. He's off to the races, 2-on-2, and he loses control, and
It's going to be deflected off of one of those Chickasha players. Trying to find Devon Scott in the corner. It will stay with Douglass. Trevor Snell is going to throw it in. Got some subs coming in. That's big Nate Ashmore in the game.
Right, and I believe that's Dorsey. Isaac Dorsey's in the game for the Douglass Trojans. Here, Monty House turnaround jumper.
Yeah, that was nasty by the sophomore, Monty House. Rocking the Kobe 4 gold medals on his feet.
And Douglass is still pressing. Yeah, 32 tried to catch the ball. It's Caden Kimbrough who just couldn't catch it, went out of bounds. Douglass gets it back, and there's a mid-range jumper getting it to fall. Monty House is feeling it.
Yeah, he's feeling it. That's 3 big buckets in a row for Monty House, the sophomore.
And they're going to trap Miller. Ball goes out of bounds. Whose ball is it? They're going to say Chickasha ball.
Yep, it's going to stay with Chickasha.
I don't know. Did Isaac
Dorsey was trying to get to it, but he couldn't save that.
All right.
So here comes.
Here's Brewington going to bring it up. Miller. Chickasha in the corner. It's a freshman, and he's trying to hold on to the ball, gets rid of it. 3-point attempt by Chickasha off the rim, no good. Rebound Dorsey. Now he's going to fire it over to Nathan Ashmore. What's Nate going to do? Oh, he's going to draw the foul. They're going to say it's a charge.
Yep, block. Yep, charge.
His feet was set,
Nate.
I guess.
Good play by the Chicks to get there, get the feet set, and take on that charge straight to the body. It's not fun to do.
20 seconds left here in the third quarter, 65-21. Brewington to the freshman, number 32, Caden Kimbrough. And loose ball is going to save it and complete it to Fink.
Got to get it going.
And almost stolen by Monty House. It'll go out of bounds and remain Chickasha basketball.
It's going to be difficult to get a shot off with 1.3 seconds before the end of the third quarter. Douglass up 65-21.
All right, they'll inbound from the sideline. Miller puts up the shot, no good. 65-21 at the end of the third quarter. We're going to take a quick 30-second break. We'll come back and finish out this game and see if the Trojans can finish them off. It's been all Douglass Trojan basketball here in the second half. They've been executing their game plan flawlessly. We've seen a lot of hustle plays. And we've seen a lot of good things from a lot of different players. And there's a lot of weapons on this Douglass Trojan basketball team, so you're going to see that. You know, you get used to it. This is what happens when you win the state championship past 2 years in a row and you bring back 4 of your last 5 starters. Okay, so buckle up. And even a lot of the reserves are, you know, playing at a fantastic level tonight. Chris Harris is getting dunks left and right. Trevor Snell is making some plays. I love what Kingston Hall does. Even when the ball isn't in his hands, that's a sign of a good basketball player if he can impact the game without even touching the ball. He set great screens. Monty House is lighting it up.
Yeah,
He's just lighting
his
it up.
jumper is
His
nasty.
mid-range is awesome. Devon Scott, I think he finally cooled off. I think the fire department did show up and finally put his hands in an ice bucket or something.
Yeah, I think Coach Alexander's like, we don't want a fire in our home gym. Let's sit Devon Scott for a little bit.
And then we get Nathan Ashmore is in the game, number 32 for the Douglass Trojans. He's going to inbound it to Trevor Snell. Trevor through the legs. High post to Kingston Hall. Kingston fakes left, goes right, puts up the jumper, no good. Loose ball, rebound, Nathan Ashmore gets it, no good. And Monty House cleans it up, gets another 2 points for Kim Monty House Jr.
Yeah, he is showing up big time in this second half of basketball, doing everything right.
And great ball movement by Chickasha, and they find the open man. Made the extra pass when they probably should have shot it there. Loose ball, they're going to call a foul on Monty House Jr. The reach in. Let's go to the comment section. And let's see. Brick Hodges, talk about a bully. I don't think he's been much of a bully, unless she's talking about you.
He's definitely not talking about me.
I mean, you're kind of a bully sometimes. Chickasha on the right side. Isaac Dorsey, the on-ball defender. Made him go left. Brewington, great pass. Now it's stolen. Trevor Snell. And he's trying to get downhill, kicks it to the corner. Monty House for three. No good. Offensive board, Kingston Hall puts up the shot, draws the foul. Kingston Hall will go to the free throw line for two. I like the aggressive nature.
Yep.
Of just being grabbing that rebound, going right back up.
Yep, going back up with force. And we've seen as the season has progressed, the confidence of Kingston Hall gets higher and higher. First free throw for that young man is good.
Well, I saw his potential over the summer when they had team camp at Oklahoma State University. He was knocking down shots left and right, man, and he knocks down those two free throws with ease right there. So,
got a nice touch, got good size, a lot of promise.
All right, here's Chickasha, goes right. It's a 28. I don't have a 28 on my roster.
21 with the baseline, can't hit.
Body House, rebounded, fires it to Isaac Dorsey. Euro step, off the glass, no good. He'll go to the line for two. Dorsey making an impact for the Douglass Trojans tonight.
Yep, they're doing a great job getting downhill and forcing Chickasha to foul them down low in the paint. Now Dorsey's at the stripe for his free throw attempts on tonight's game.
Well, you look at, let me say it like this. We talk a lot about the seniors.
First free throw's good.
Jaden Williams, Devon Scott-Jones, Jaden Nickens.
Snoop
Ransom. But look at this sophomore class. Trevor Snell, big-time player. Xavion Bates, another big-time player. You said he was Kyrie-esque ball handling ability. You've got Ty Scott, who I'm really a big fan of. Isaac Dorsey, Nathan Ashmore, Monty House. These are sophomores.
Big Chris.
Yeah, Chris C.J. Harris. And Chickasha's got the ball to go to the right side. And I believe that's Deshaun Thomas, who's in the game, number 34 for Douglass. And that is a shot attempt and a foul called on Douglass. Did not see who. Oh, I think it was on Isaac Dorsey.
Yep,
I believe
so
that's
stay
what
with
it was.
Chickasha. Going to draw up their best inbound play, try to get somebody open.
Oh, and a steal, loose ball. Trevor Snell is such a nuisance.
Yep, forces that turnover for Chickasha.
Great player. Played a lot of basketball. And, and I'm talking like year long, not just with Douglass, but he's active in the summers and the AAU teams and the traveling teams. And it's just what he does. He's a hooper. Here's Monty House again. Can't get the shooter's roll there. But he's been finding the bottom of the net quite a few times here tonight. And Chickasha's just going to move it around. Stolen by Isaac Dorsey. Can he take it all the way? Left hand, no good. But guess what? Trevor Snell snags it out of the air and gets the putback with ease. And Snell is just getting after it in defense. They're going to call a reach in on him.
Trevor
They're
Snell
just never satisfied
hustling.
defensively.
Yeah,
They're never satisfied.
They're all hungry. It's like they're all just starving out there. They want the basketball. They want to turn it up a notch. They want to get busy in transition, push the pace. Last time it was Dorsey one-on-one, couldn't get it to go, and then Trevor Snell was there to clean it up.
Yeah, Xavion Bates is in the game right now at point guard. And he's the on-ball defender, forces his man to steal it, and they're going to give it to Xavion on a breakaway layup, and he makes the shot.
Is that Uncle Drew, or is that Xavion Bates?
That's number 5, Xavion, the sophomore. Really good shot, really good bucket. Now it's back on defense. Trevor Snell tried to trap. And a fight for the loose ball. Who's coming up with it? It's Xavion Bates, but they're going to call a jump ball.
Xavion Bates and Van Ness battling for that. Possession arrow in favor of Chickasha.
Kelly Hodges, my apologies. I knew
I think she's referring to my Brick Hodges comment that I,
Okay.
Sounded like his name was Brick from Anchorman. My apologies. Loose ball. And there you go. Did he get the foul call?
Dorsey gets the steal.
Oh, my goodness. Isaac Dorsey is having himself a night.
Finishes the and one layup through that contact. What a great, player to have off the bench.
Coming off the bench, cold as ice, and just says, you know what, I'm going to make an impact. And he's doing just that. No, my apologies, Kelsey. I meant no disrespect. I really did. Thought Brick Hodges was the name of the character from Anchorman. I meant no disrespect. I am a big fan of Brick Hodges. He's been playing really hard tonight. He is a senior, and I have a lot of respect for him as a basketball player. So I'll say that. And there's a three-point shot. Loose ball. Who's coming up with it? It's Douglass. Isaac Dorsey again. Xavier Bates for three. Missed it. Rebounded Chickasha. Here we go. Kiefer Woods. Now to Keaton Mowry. On the right side, trying to get through Trevor Snell. There is a foul. They're going to call another foul on Trevor. Is he just playing? Because you play too hard defense, you're going to get fouls. But if you play less aggressive, you may not get the fouls, but you may
get scored on.
You may get scored on. So there's
it's
that
like
fine
give and
line.
take. Yeah, but he does a phenomenal job.
Yeah.
Nonetheless.
All right, here we go. Chickasha on the right side. Three-point shot by the freshman. Oh, my God, he got the roll.
That's Caden Kimbrough, number 32, with the tray ball from the corner for the Fighting Chicks.
He's a 6'3 freshman. I think he's going to have a pretty good career.
Looks like he's probably a pretty good football player as well.
Oh, my gosh, Ty Scott with the shot, no good, and a loose ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to be off the hand of, I believe that's Tylen Holmes.
Yep,
so Tylen Holmes is in the game, and Chickasha will get the ball back.
3:53 left, 76-24, Douglass on top. Here comes the Fighting Chicks. Still battling in this game tonight at Douglass.
3:52 left in the game. Trojans up 76-24. Down low to Kimbrough. Backdoor pass. It was pretty sweet.
Old school bounce pass
Didn't
by
make
Kimbrough.
the shot, but he got fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. So
number 22 at the stripe, Keaton Mowry, another freshman for this Chickasha team.
Yeah, a lot of young guys are getting some opportunities, and you want to give them a taste of postseason action. You know what I mean? And
postseason varsity basketball will take you a long way, especially being a ninth grader.
Right, and it will prepare you for future moments that you have. And they make that, inbound it to Xavier. Xavier, great pass to Ty. Now to Snell. Trying to get the reverse. Did he step out of bounds?
He stepped out of bounds on that baseline drive.
This is an interesting lineup for Douglass. They've gone small.
And
but
young.
There is a lot of speed on the court right now. Here's Chickasha on the right side. Back to the top, now to the left side. Left side again, number 12. Hayden Hoffman, the freshman. To Kiefer Woods. Now to the corner, almost stolen by Tylen Holmes. Knocked it out of bounds. Chickasha will keep the basketball, keep possession here, inbound it from the side. And let's see. Hoffman's
trying to get Kimbrough down low. They
he
do.
Got it, and easy shot off the glass.
Yep, great touch by the big fella, the freshman Kimbrough.
Here's Ty Scott. Knock that down, young man.
Knock it down. He does. Great pull-up mid-range jumper.
Sophomore Ty Scott with the bucket. Beautiful shot. Now they're going to trap. Still gets through. Still competes the pass. Goes out of bounds. It'll be off the hand of, I think, Ty Scott. So Chickasha will keep the ball. Go back to the comments.
3:07 left in the game. 78-27. Douglass Trojans on top. Nate Ashmore comes back in the basketball game for Douglass.
Yeah, and they'll get cornered in there and knocked out of bounds by Deshaun. Deshaun Thomas, number 34, is a senior on this team. He's trying to
win the last game of his career. You know what that means?
Oh, it means a lot. Three is no
Three-point
good.
shot goes out of bounds. They're going to say it's off Nathan Ashmore. Okay.
I mean, that's all right. I like the battle from Ashmore down low. He does not stop. The motor keeps running. Kimbrough for three.
Big man for three, no good. Thomas with the rebound, gives it to Xavion. Xavion Bates bringing it up the floor. Goes right. Oh, tried to look for Tylen Holmes.
Or Nate Ashmore. I think
block.
he thought one of them was going to slice and cut to the basket. Miscommunication.
All right, here we go. Three-point shot by Chickasha, loose ball. Stolen by Deshaun Thomas. He's going to dish it to Nathan Ashmore. They're going to call a foul. I think that's going to be on Chickasha for a push in the back.
Yeah, most definitely a push in the back against Ashmore.
It'll be a foul on the floor. They're not in the bonus yet, but that is team foul number 4.
Looks like Bates is going to throw it in from the baseline.
Ty Scott, I thought he was going to pull up. I really did. They're going to give it to Ashmore on the block. Turn around. Needs help. Xavion there. Looks, drives, kicks it. Ty Scott again. Let it rain. Oh, no good. Offensive board and put back is Tylen Holmes. Doesn't make the shot, but he gets fouled. He'll go to the free throw line for 2.
Yep, they are not stopping. They got a big lead, but it doesn't matter to them. They want more. They always want more. Coach Steve preaches that.
Rumble, young men, rumble.
Rocking those
Here we
new
go.
James Harden Adidas shoes. I know you're a big Adidas guy.
No, I mean, I don't know why you said that. Okay, that's a joke. Okay, I was like, what are you talking about?
I gotta mess with you.
I don't have beef with Adidas. I don't have a problem with it. But I'm not the biggest James Harden shoe fan.
Yeah, they're different. Not
now,
for me.
Anthony Edwards,
his aren't bad.
Adidas shoes are starting to grow on. Misses the free throw. Offensive board. Are they going to call over the back on Deshaun Thomas?
Yep,
Yes, they are.
sure are.
All right, 2:14 left in the game, 78-27. Okie dokie. Fires it down court.
Might be free throws
okay, yeah,
for Chickasha.
they're in the bonus. They're in the bonus, so this is expected here.
That young man's rocking those Kobe 5 X-rays. Definitely a clean shoe. Left-handed shooter. First free throw is good.
Did you see this guy's number? I'm trying to see.
We got that side angle. It's kind of difficult to see.
Yeah, it's 20-something.
Yeah. Both free throws good for that young man out of Chickasha. Still trying to find his number here.
All right, here's Xavion. Telling Ty to go run. Now he gets Deshaun with a mid-range jumper, no good. Fighting for the rebound is Chickasha.
That was Dylan Curtis, number 20 for Chickasha.
Here's Keaton Mowry for Chickasha trying to bring it up the floor. Mowry gets the ball back. Trying to get through Ty Scott. He's going to bring it back out of the right side corner. Aiden Hoffman. Now to the left side. Three-point shot, no good. Going to inbound it right to Xavion Bates, who's right downhill. Fires it to the right side. Ty Scott for 3. No good. Rebounded Chickasha. Minute 27 left in the game here tonight. Regional tournament action here live from Douglass High School Gymnasium. And they're going to call a foul maybe on Nathan Ashmore there for he fell for the fake and jumped.
Yep. Hard foul, but a smart foul not to give up that easy bucket. So number 22, Keaton Mowry, another freshman for Chickasha. He is now at the free throw line. First free throw, it's good. Gets that to go.
All right, DeAndre Foster says, great game to my students on the boys team. J. Nick, Motti, D. Scott, Dorsey, Ty Scott, Tylen, and Snoop. Road to the three-peat in full effect. Oh, where's Xavion? Gets the and one bucket, ladies and gentlemen. He's good to go.
He is good to go and very good at basketball. A lot of promise in that young player. Jumps through multiple defenders and finishes with his right. And one opportunity.
Misses the free throw. Offensive board by Dorsey. Puts up the shot. Gets that to go. 82-30. 52-point lead for the Douglass Trojans here in the regional tournament. And they'll advance to the regional final. Stolen by Dorsey, fires it to Ashmore. Oh my God!
He tried it. Nate almost went up and finished that flush, but decided just to lay it in nice and easy.
That was a lot of energy injected into his teammates. They were over there celebrating. Way to go, Nathan Ashmore. Here's Chickasha with the bucket with 30 seconds left.
Yep, Dylan Curtis with that finish at the rack.
And Xavion Bates, I think, is going to dribble this one out, ladies and gentlemen. The Douglass Trojans are going to move on and play Saturday night at 7:30 right here at Douglass High School Gymnasium. It will be the last game of the season here at home for the Trojans. So come out, show out, enjoy the venue. They're getting an applause, and rightfully so. It's been a good day to be a Douglass Trojan here tonight. They win the game 84-32. Final thoughts, Dylan.
Phenomenal showing for the home team. The pride of the East Side, the Douglass Trojans, once they took off in that second quarter, the show was unreal, phenomenal, and I got to just say it, player of the game, pretty obvious in my opinion, the sniper, Devon Scott Jones.
Yeah, 5 or 6 threes. I don't know. He was lighting
five
it up.
in a row.
Yeah, it was 5 in a row.
Yeah,
that's
impressive showing by Devon
we
Scott.
appreciate all our viewers, our spectators. We'll be back Saturday. All right, we're going to do this all over again, so stick with us. Again, thanks to our sponsors, SSM Health at St. Anthony, Oklahoma City Community College, Super Prep. We thank you so much for supporting our broadcast and, allowing us to put a spotlight on what these young athletes are doing. They deserve the attention. They deserve the recognition for their hard work and their accomplishments and their achievements. But the best is yet to be done. And we'll be back here Saturday night for the final game of the season here at the Douglass High School Gymnasium. If they can win that regional final, they'll move on to area and play for a spot in the state tournament. So keep it locked to OKC Sports Radio 105.3 FM, HD1, and PPBC TV. Have a great Thursday night. Thanks very much.
Guys, check out these awesome and stylish suits. Unbelievable quality at these prices. We've got a wide range of styles, from classic and timeless to colorful and trendy designs. Whether you need a suit for a special occasion or just want to look sharp, we've got you covered. We are GQ Fashion's fine menswear. Visit us in Oklahoma City at Northwest 23rd and I-44. Come find the perfect suit for your next event, all at an unbeatable price.